Well, we've done it. After hauling all of our loot, we are much, much richer for it. That's all. I don't have much more to say. I suppose we need to decide what to do now. I'm loath to be declared Nerevarine without at least walking the streets of Vivec and having a good long thought about things before we do so. So, suppose we'll head back. I'll keep my trusty Guar here for now. But for now, I suppose we go back to civilization. That's it. That's the monologue. We just hauled last time. What's up, guys? Hope everything's going good. So today we're going to have a little bit more story content. Well, side story content. We're going to head to Vivec.
Talk straight, Outlander. I have no tongue for trickery.
Trusty Guar, I will just let you sit on all that stuff. Yeah. I will take our souls because I don't trust you that much. So I will take all of our souls because we're gonna go tie that loose end up too. Phil, you ready to go back to Elenibi and get our souls? And
Yep.
Cash our souls in, see what we get out of it.
Souls?
Yeah, remember those souls we had to get for that skeleton? The same?
Oh, yeah.
got 'em.
I'm in total, like, Dark Souls mode. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
yeah, I know what you're saying.
Phil's still pondering the mystery of why people are scalping Skyrim. He's been on this kick since I called him, so.
Because you got me on it. Guys, I just want you to understand this, okay? People are asking like $80 for a physical edition of Skyrim's Anniversary Edition.
Don't do
right?
it.
And then, Video Games Plus, they went ahead and they reprinted it. They reprinted it, and they're charging $48.69 for it. But here's the thing. A couple of years before the Anniversary Edition came out, there was the Special Edition. And the Special Edition had the improvements and then all of the Bethesda-made DLC. Well, the Anniversary Edition has nothing else in it except a DLC code on a paper sheet to redeem for creation mods that Bethesda also charges for, by the way. There's just a new one that just dropped, Zoo was looking at, which looked cool, but they're wanting $10 for DLC that some other person made, Bethesda didn't make. But the thing is about the Special Edition and Anniversary Edition,
I can't believe, by the way, that we are still putting out Creation Club shit. I can't believe they're still doing that this far. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that is cool. That is crazy. But the Special Edition and the Anniversary Edition
paid mod
have the same disc build. It's not a new disc. It's not a more updated disc. There's none of this creation stuff is on the disc. You're paying more for a different box art. That's all you're paying for. Ridiculous.
Bethesda, stop being ridiculous. Challenge impossible.
And also, if you have this game on PC, which is dirt cheap on PC, you don't need the Creation Club because all the Nexus mods, all of them.
Well, if you want those mods, you need creation. You need to pay for the Creation Club mods. Yeah.
Well, I don't care because I'm sure people
I
on
promise
Nexus
you, there's better versions of the same shit, and there's better quest mods, and there's better versions of those artifacts for free on the Nexus. Just download Legacy of the Dragonborn. If you're an artifact hunter, just download Legacy of the Dragonborn. You're welcome. You are welcome.
I'm honestly surprised that Bethesda didn't like strike Nexus mods and say, yeah, y'all got to take all this off because we want people to go through our Creation Club so we can monetize
it. Would be
and
suicide
make money off
for
of
the company. It would literally be suicide.
Yep. That'd be a good way to make it where nobody would buy the next Elder Scrolls.
Well, fuck
But
it. We're hitting
about that
Follis,
garbage.
Marion. Fuck it. We're hitting them. Tired of seeing these 6,000 banders up. We're hitting these assholes.
Anyways, I've got to pull up the chat because I'm pretty sure it's going to be popping off.
Yes, you do. Let's see what we got going on.
Alright, give me a second. Alright. Okay. Pull this up. Bear with me, chat. Phil's finagling. Okay. Alright, okay. We got Stony Lonesome with hi! Hey, buddy. What's going on? We love you. We love you. Okay. He also says Boba. Still there, Zoo?
I am.
Okay.
I still have no
Lofty
clue what
says,
Stoney
I'm
means
in.
when he says half this shit. But Boba. I shall say Boba
Lofty.
back.
Okay. Connor Walters. Yo, still plugging away, I see. Oh, yeah. We are so deep. We're so deep.
We are knees deep in this, man. What's going on, Walters?
Johnny says, oh, she's squeaking. Squeaking? I don't know what that means. The Lofty. I was fine with Special Edition because I upgraded the engine from 32 to 64-bit. Every single Creation Club update breaks mods.
Yep.
That's what Zeus said earlier.
That's what I said. They just broke fucking Skyrim again. The poor bastards doing Lordborn, man. The poor fucking bastards doing fucking Lordborn. It's never happening. It's never fucking coming out. Because Bethesda will not stop fucking modders in the ass. They just won't stop.
So every time they do the Creation Club thing, it affects people that have the PC version of Morrowind making the free mods?
Every fucking time. Every
Great.
fucking time.
So how is Skywind ever going to come out if they keep breaking stuff?
Because Skywind isn't out yet, thankfully, so they just have to make sure... What they have to do is they have to make the mod and then make sure the most current Skyrim script extender works. And then they're good. But they're not knee-deep into the questing and the scripting like Lordborn is. Every time this happens, it sets Lordborn back by like 2 weeks.
You know what? Skyrim modders are probably in two camps. Either they're begging for the next Elder Scrolls to come out so they can mod and not be disturbed, or they don't want it to come out because all the modders will leave and go to the new game. So, I guess we'll see. Sony goes, I hate the Tribunal Temple Creation Club on Elder Scrolls V.
We all do.
The Ordinator armor looks like plastic injection modeling.
We all do.
Lofty, I cannot stand that. If you can tolerate the Creation Club updates constantly breaking mods, go for it. If you guys can tolerate my stoned button voice chat again, I wouldn't mind hanging so I'm not blowing up the chat. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Pull him in. Well, pull him in here if you can.
Okay, give me a second. Boba meant to be bros, but it auto-corrected from native language.
Hey,
gotcha.
we can be bros. What's up, buddy? Bros. Yeah, I like that.
Okay, can I just call the Sue. Maybe I have to open a new. Oh, we have one right here. Wait, hold on.
More fucking glass armor.
We had one the other. No, did we have one with pyrotesis? We have two. Oh, Lofty's in here too. Okay.
Fuck, bring everybody in, man. Fuck it. When you come on the stream, you gotta answer. we tried, buddy. Good news is, hell, when he's able to pop on, he'll just pop on. Now that we've invited him. Ah. Gotta be at your Discord call to get on. Motherfucking asshole. Holy shit. They all fucking came at me at once, man.
You Inma. There is no...
Phil, you still here, buddy? If I can't hear Phil for like 5 seconds, I'm wondering if he's gone. Let's see what's going on. I'll get to your chance because I'm not sure where everybody's gone, man. Do you have medical marijuana in your province? I'm not at Kava Bar right now, so I'm watching stream, undivided attention. Imagine what the Ashkuls would sound like with their voice resonating through the ocular nasal skull cavity and the tentacle. Phil's gone, sounds like. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Let me check. Yep, Phil's gone, so okay, well. Hey, where'd you go?
We called you on another call to try to get you in it. You didn't answer, but I'm not friends with Stony. Lofty was trying to figure it out. You're probably gonna have to do the call and set it up with me, Lofty, Stony, and...
All right. All right, there's everybody here, and then you said Stoney's wanting on too?
Yes, you're gonna have to add Stony because I'm not friends with him, so I can't add him.
All righty.
Yeah.
Let's see here. There he is.
You're probably like, where's Phil? What happened? Where'd he go? Oh no!
Well, yeah, if I can't hear you for like 3 seconds, I'm like, okay, where's Phil?
Well, we're having a party in here.
Yeah, it's a Morrowind party. Let's see here.
He's just got to pick up.
All right, Stoney's on call. You're on call, Stoney.
He's it's still ringing.
That's okay.
I'm sure he'll pop in when he gets a chance.
Got another cool book, Smuggler's Island. We don't need any more Wolf Queens. That Wolf Queen can stay gone.
Right when I said something, I was like, pick up the phone, Stoney. Yeah.
Sorry, I was having microphone, or not microphone. My phone was bugging out.
What's going on,
All
man?
good.
Not much. Not much.
We're hitting another Sixth House base by Dagoff. Let's see here.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck it. We're heading around. We're heading around, so we might as well hit this place up. We pass it every fuck. Oh shit! You must. Look, he's in Corpus jail.
Yeah.
Dagoff just looks like. You never went back to that one place where that. What was it? That helmet that you wanted to get because you needed a spell to levitate it towards you. Remember that one?
Yeah, I still need a telekinesis, but eventually, once I get a telekinesis, we'll come back there and grab it. I still don't have telekinesis stuff. We gotta put this cat out of his misery.
Plus, that must have been frustrating, having died after doing all that.
Dude, that was crazy. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. No, my hand-to-hand skill's already shit. Don't punch that cage. There we go.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, as somebody that plays Skyrim a lot, it is absolutely frustrating to have the Creation Club constantly break the game.
Yep, now we got some fucking Orsinium shit. Bethesda will be happy to explain to us why the Orsinium got fucking destroyed again. Because they're too fucking lazy to do anything else. And then, on top of Orsinium being fucking destroyed again, never mind that Gortwalg is described as being like the preeminent fucking warrior and statesman of his time, but oh no, he was assassinated and Orsinium fell apart again. It's like, you stupid bastards. You're never gonna do anything decent with the orcs, are you? Ever. You lazy fucking prigs.
Just trying to figure out what Bethesda's even been doing all these years. I mean, Starfield came out. Starfield came out, and it was supposed to be this big thing, and nobody even talks about it anymore. They just talk about how disappointing it was. And it was supposed to be this big, huge Microsoft IP, and
they were doing Indiana Jones. That was the game they were working on. Then there was Starfield, and then there's the Starfield DLCs. They're still working on Starfield's DLCs. They're actually coming out with a new one soon. Terran Armada.
Indiana Jones actually looks decent. But surprising. I totally forgot that was Bethesda doing that.
I thought. Oh wait, they're making another one.
There is an Indiana Jones project. Whether it'll be good or not, that's a good question. I mean, the last good Indiana Jones thing was what? The Holy Grail? Is that what it's called?
Jay Jonah says, "Don't worry, I am self-teaching myself game dev, and by the looks of it, I'm a win."
Nice. You can't do much worse than whatever these fuckers are doing as far as lately, because I'm really pissy right now because, again, they've broken Skyrim again.
Yeah. They always do that. That's why I haven't been playing in a while.
Is it their fault, or is it the dev who made the mod? Because it's like a dev that wants to make the mod that has to go through Bethesda, and then Bethesda says okay, and then charges for it.
It's absolutely Bethesda's fault. But
the issue...
I mean, I don't know...
Oh, fucker.
I don't know how the creation mod thing works. I just don't understand it.
So the problem, Phil, is that you have this thing called the Skyrim script extension. And it is a third-party plugin that's made by one dude, and a lot of modders use it. It's kind of like the Morrowind script extender that adds a bunch of stuff. Like how Zoo's able to do like some really cool stuff in this game without it being base game.
Yeah, it's due to the script extender or OpenMW for the users.
Yeah, so what winds up happening is when you update the game, you update the exe file, it switches up a bunch of values that the script extender refers to, and that means they have to re-update the script extender too with those new values that got changed around.
Yep.
It means every single mod has to go back in there, fix the mod.
Every single mod.
And
a lot of mods, and here's the thing
like
too, Phil.
Son of a...
Hold on, here's the other thing. A lot of mods too, I want to add to this, are one and done. Their modders make it, and they leave, and they might not come back. And so it breaks a lot of mods permanently every time they do this. It permanently breaks several mods that used to be staples.
Yeah, a lot of really good stuff too.
They pushed another update from the sounds of it.
Yep.
Well, my thing is, I just don't understand what the point of the creation kit is. Okay, so it's Bethesda trying to monetize other people's mods that they make and make money off of it.
That's it.
So like you, let's say you're a modder, you're like, I want to make a mod for Bethesda, but I want it to be a monetized mod. You have to go through Bethesda, get the okay, and then go through their creation tool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well.
Yeah.
And then you get some of the money, but then Bethesda gets majority of it. Is that how that works?
Yes.
I don't even know.
The creation kit is free.
Okay.
You're thinking of Creation Club.
Yeah. The Creation Club.
Yeah, the Creation Club.
You can make mods with the creation kit, and then you can put them on the Creation Club.
Okay, and that's when you can make money off your mod, but Bethesda gets a cut of it.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay, so if you want to make mods and get money off of it, you go
That's
through
the
the Creation
only way
Club.
without getting sued. Yes.
If you don't want to get money and you just want to make something fun for the community, you just use the Creation Kit.
Yeah,
and then
the
you
kit's
post
the
it
mod
on
making
like
tool.
Nexus.
you
the
just
kit's
post it
the
on
mod
Nexus
BD,
mods. And,
Correct.
Pretty much put it
Well,
everywhere, yeah.
well, all I have to say is, if the modder wasn't trying to make bank, then they wouldn't go through that Creation Club, and everything wouldn't have been broken. So, yeah, it sucks. It's Bethesda's fault, but it's also that modder's fault. So thank you to both.
Yeah, they've been pushing paid mods forever. There was actually something.
Yeah.
There was something they were trying to do with Steam, and it didn't go through because a lot of people complained about it. There was a lot of backlash. They stopped doing that. And then they came back with it with the introduction of Creation Club.
You guys remember when the biggest scandal was Crab Armor? You remember the Crab Armor DLC for TES4 back in like 2007?
I remember.
Wait, you mean Crab Armor? I
Oh,
thought
there
that
was
horse.
there was
Oh,
crab.
no, horse armor, not crab.
Yeah.
Crab armor was a meme somebody made about it. I was thinking
Yeah,
of
the
the
Crab
meme,
Armor is a creation content thing that you can get. in
Gotcha.
Skyrim.
Okay. I remember crab armor. You mean horse armor? That was what you're looking.
Yeah. The horse armor scandal. It was like the
that was-
Obama's tan suit of Bethesda.
Yeah, it was
And
the
they
brown,
still
the brown
fucking did
suit.
it, and they still got away with it, and they're still doing it to this day.
Gamers are the worst customers.
That DLC was not supposed to be these big things. If anybody could go back into the internet Wayback Machine when DLC was being rolled out for the first time on the 360 and PS3, you'll see where they said, like Sony and Microsoft, and they were trying to like downplay it, saying, "Oh, it's not gonna be big chunks of games. It's just gonna be little extra things. Add a little extra."
Well,
thing,
that's
like
what
a
it's
costume
that's
or
what it's
something.
that's what it's meant for. It's meant to be. Let's say you have an idea. So after you've already released a game, you get an idea for a sizable chunk of content. And I'll give you a great example. It's kind of the quintessential example of that era. You've got horse armor, yes. You've also got the Dark Souls, Artorias of the Abyss, which was fucking incredible.
No, I'm talking about like early. I'm talking about when
Right.
they were first talking about it.
Right, but
And
I'm
it
saying
was
this
really only supposed to be like pretty much a cosmetic. Something would have been like an unlockable skin. It was supposed to be inconsequential. It's supposed to be a tiny little thing
Well, we knew
that
that
just
was a
adds a
lie.
little extra thing, like a different gun
that
or
was a
something
lie.
that wasn't unlocked in the game. And that's what it started out to be, and then they started doing full-size campaigns, dislog content, monetization, loot boxes, and all this other crap because people kept going, okay, making excuses, and then it turned into a
Well,
monstrosity
dude, I
that nobody
I don't
really
mind.
likes.
I don't mind DLC, Phil. Serpent's Isle for Ultima 7 was DLC. What I mind is what I absolutely mind is deliberately holding back parts of your game to plan to sell it back to us piecemeal. That's what I
Well,
mind.
here's the thing,
DLC
dude.
should not be part of the plan for your fucking content roadmap. DLC should genuinely be like, all right, it's 2-3 years later, we thought of this. Game's already shipped. Here you go.
Well, here's the thing, Zoo. Those two things aren't mutually exclusive to these companies. They consider it mutually exclusive, as in, well, if they're gonna do DLC, that's what that means to them now. Like, that was their big end game. It's like now
Yeah, so stop
we
supporting
can
it.
break games up and we could sell you pieces of over a long period of time because. And the only reason they do this is because the budgets are incredibly inflated.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
the
stop
budgets are
supporting it.
incredibly inflated, the dev teams are incredibly inflated, they waste a lot of time, like,
Again, eventually,
twiddling
one of
thumbs,
these
and
days,
now,
one of these days, gamers will realize they literally have all the power because we don't need new video games. And we certainly don't need downloadable content packs. And the moment gamers realize their own power, it's fucking over. It's over.
Yeah.
But
They
gamers are
wanna
the worst
sell their
customers.
games
So,
behind a paywall.
like, it is what it is until gamers stop being the worst customer.
and if you wonder why, if you don't like AI in your games, well, here's the thing, you kind of told them yeah, you wanted it by supporting all these other things because that is their new excuse as to why they have to make these
fuck?
games. Like, these games are so expensive to make. They don't have to be.
Is
Y'all are
that a
making them
glass?
expensive to make.
Is that a glass
Jay
mortar
says,
and pestle?
"Can I ask y'all's opinion if being an indie dev in these trying times is a good idea?" Yes.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yes, because you are the saving grace. You are the light in the darkness.
So-
we need you.
The other thing too is it has never been so easy to get into game dev and to publish your game and to get it out there.
Ah.
Because you have, I mean, back years ago, you used to have to get a publisher and all that. Now you can advertise it on Steam,
Yeah.
which is a huge platform, or any other site for that matter.
Are you fucking with me? Get out of here.
You can use something. I've been watching this one guy that makes these funny videos of like Cell going up against the random people, and he does all the voices. He's got a huge channel, and he's hilarious. And I was like, how did he make these models? He used something called Blender, and then I looked at videos of Blender. It's free. It's a free thing to make like 3D, and you can make games with it. And the models look really good. He's making his own models of like Cell and the Dragon Ball characters and Sonic and SpongeBob. And then he's voicing them and make these funny skits, and he's making his YouTube channel of it. I think he's got like 4 million.
It is pretty impressive, the kind of stuff out there that you can get that's, you know, free utilities, free resources. I mean, you can do it. It's out there. Of course, you can pay for all the fancy shit like 3ds Max and Maya and all that stuff, but you really don't need it.
And I don't have the, I could have the skills if I wanted to take the time to learn to do it. I don't have the skills, and I don't know if I want to have the skills and the patience to do it.
I'm a programmer,
If you,
at least, and I've
Uh-huh.
messed around. I've messed around game dev quite a bit. I've never actually finished a game, but it is definitely a process. I can tell you that.
I would be better off as like helping with writing and ideas and voice acting, of course. I can do a lot of characters, so somebody wanted to do games. They wanted like somebody that would do voice acting, whatever. Like, I was seeing that Skywind was asking for voice actors, and I go and I looked at it and it said all slots and roles filled. I was like, I would have loved to, you know.
Skywind truly
Audition
looks.
for something like
Skywind
that.
looks amazing.
Mhm.
It does. I saw a video of it like being played like 6 months ago, and then they did a recent charity. I think it was like 14 days ago or something on their channel. And I was watching the footage of the game, and I was like, this does look really impressive. It looks better than the Skyrim I remember. Like, why does this game look like it's a new 2026 game? What did they do to make this game look this good? This game's like 15 years old or something.
My
issue
roommate
is
helped do a little bit of texture work on it a few years back, just for free.
wow.
Yeah, it wasn't really that much. I mean, there are people that are doing this, you know, for years. I mean, he just did it for a few weeks, you know.
Still a contribution.
All right,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
That's still a contribution.
You don't ever learn.
I would
do
love
you?
to do a contribution. When you need a voice for Dagother, let me do it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. And there's that.
I don't know
There's
how I
that
would
thing.
make
It
it
just
sound.
happened again. There it is.
Oh shit.
Yeah, health bar just goes from 115 to 0, just like that. Some weird thing with the spell scripts on the 6th house creatures.
Jay says,
Yeah.
yeah, don't expect to make game button or make multiplayer button. Unfortunately, we're getting close to that because they do have Gen AI stuff for that now. You can generate games and shit.
Yeah, and it's the thing is, these companies, it's like they think that, I almost feel like they have convinced themselves that they need to, like, the only way their game can be good is if they dump an obscene amount of money into it. Like, that somehow means that it's going to be better than other games. And it's like, no, it doesn't, because Concord had how much money put onto it? And it lasted like a week.
The obscene amount of money comes into the labor that goes into it.
I don't agree with that. I feel like you remember when they used to make all those live action trailers for like promotion
That
ads
too, yeah.
and the candy bar promotion, and
Yeah.
it's like y'all
Marketing
are wasting
counts as
all
well.
this money on it. Like their marketing budget is insane. You don't need that much for marketing.
But you also have to
You
consider
don't.
that a lot of those companies also have like thousands of devs in them that are just
Yeah.
and like
But I-
65 to 70% of them are just kind of standing around or sitting around doing nothing.
The
Yeah.
real issue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They
the
need to
real
trim,
issue-
like, and it sucks to say that they need to get rid of some people because I don't want to put
They don't
people
need
out
to
of a
get-
job.
No.
But you are inflating like your studios. And your
That's
teams
not
with-
the answer either. So the answer
Lights, door.
is to stop overshooting the goddamn market. Like, look at the games that most people are playing games that are 10 plus years old. And what that shows us is that you have overshot the market for most of these games. Where is this huge demand for like super duper DLSS 5 fucking ray tracing? Where is the demand outside of obsessive freaks known as hardcore gamers? Where is the actual demand for these super duper
it's a
games?
tech snobs like Digital Foundry. Like Digital Foundry.
Digital Foundry
they-
is a
they
fucking
co-
cancer on this hobby for that exact reason.
Yeah.
Shareholders.
And they even made a mistake with the DSL5. They was like, it looks great. People are like, it looks like AI slop. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but
People rely on
shareholders-
you for this information and
Shareholders are people like me, though. Shareholders, but the problem with shareholders is most of them aren't in the hobby, and what they're listening to is the extremely loud, extremely vocal minority of a bunch of freaks that don't know how to use a soap bar, and that is who is asking for all of these fucking hardcore gamer games. It's hardcore gamers, and so what you do is you do what the Nintendo proposition, the Wii proposition, was that hey, these games are getting too expensive. It's ridiculous. We need to stop overshooting the market. We need to make games that people give a shit about. And that way, when economic uncertainty hits, we can enter stability. And when economic good times hit, we can enter growth. And back in 2006, the Wii proposition was rejected by the games industry, who continued to listen to the hardcore. And that led to the soft crash that happened in 2008. And they still haven't fucking learned their lesson yet. Fuck, even Nintendo's jumped off the fucking specs cliff now. Like, nobody understands that, like, your number one game in the world is fucking Minecraft and Roblox, idiots. Fortnite. These are not graphically intense games. They're not.
no.
So what does that tell you,
Fortnite.
stupid motherfuckers?
I don't know.
They're not making games.
irritates-
They're not making games for the mass market. They're making games
they
for
ain't.
themselves. They're making games for industry journos, other game
Shareholders.
developers to wow them, and the hardcore soapless gamers. That's who they're making games for.
Yeah.
It's like the tech and the like all these things about graphics.
You're not
and
making
fidelity,
games for me.
It hasn't even improved that much. Like there has not been a major jump from PS4 to PS. Like there
has
barely
been.
see any
So,
change.
There
You
has
have to
been,
do
but
crazy-
not that we see. The change is that the systems do more power-wise, and so they're not using that to give you better graphics because that's too expensive, Phil. What they're using the better specs to do is to not optimize their fucking games anymore.
We have hit a wall, and instead of going tall, they're going wide. That's why we've been seeing, with like computer technology, for example, processors have stopped increasing the gigahertz on the processors, and instead have opted for better architecture and having more cores.
I'm
It's
here
just-
to tell you that the games industry is a welfare scam, and the hardcore gamers are paying for it. It's a fucking welfare
Brutal.
scam. That's what it is.
I mean,
You
console
are paying for
gaming
this
was-
industry of insiders. You are paying for Jeff Keighley and his fucking Dorito Pope friends to get on a stage every year and fucking blowjob each other. That's what you're paying for. And as long as gamers are okay, as long as gamers, the worst customers, are okay with subsidizing that, it'll never change.
True.
Not okay with it. Zoo's not okay with it. That's why we're not in this anymore. But it is a shame because it's like, y'all, like, console gaming was supposed to be In the 90s, it was supposed to be the affordable option compared to PCs because PCs were not in every home. I mean, now it is, but it was so expensive then consoles
They're
were
still
supposed
not.
to be
Look at
the
this
affordable
They're
option,
still not in every home.
and they were supposed to be, they were supposed to appeal to people that didn't want to have the PC and learn all that stuff, and that's just gone totally out the window. And now consoles are wanting to be PCs, and they're so over convoluted and all the weird decisions they do with it. It's like y'all are creating a mountain out of a molehill. You're making a mess, and you're making gamers divided. Like, we argue and fight about things that we never would have back in the 90s.
I don't.
It's insane.
I've given up on. I don't care what
when you
gamers
just
do
buy a
anymore.
PC?
I've given up on gamers. I don't care what they do anymore.
I mean, like, the whole, like I was talking to Zeus, like, Nintendo willingly chose to divide its own fan base by coming out with the key cards. They created a hostile environment when they didn't have one on the Switch. They divided their fan base into people that are against key cards and those that defend them. And the defenders are, like, insanely violent online. When I look online, some of these posts, they are just ranting and raving.
Who cares?
I saw them blaming Does It Play for the
Go
whole,
go enjoy your Pacopia key card, you fucking cretin.
I wonder if those are people that are getting paid by Nintendo, or if they're just.
Yeah.
No, sadly,
I know
as a former Nintendo content creator, I can tell you they're serious. These are real people. These are real fucking people.
It's like they hold the decisions that these corporations do as like they worship the ground they walk on, and it's so terrible. It's like, what happened? Where's your own individuality in your mind? Like, are you your own person, or are you just like a little pod person of Nintendo or whoever
it's not that.
it is?
What it is I'll tell you what it is. Well, anytime you have these console war stuff and people that like get invested in a product, because you see it with car people too, right? So at my workplace, you've got Mercedes-Benz people, you've got BMW people, you've got you've got Lincoln people, you got Lincoln people, you've got fucking a few Porsche people, and all of these people they're all at each other's throats, just like in the video games industry. So cars are another thing I know about. If you go to, like, say, the MMA community, which is another thing I know a little bit about, like, you've got the jiu-jitsu people, and yeah, they learn everything, but there are people who think jiu-jitsu is better than Muay Thai, and the Muay Thai people think that the Muay Thai is better than Taekwondo, and so on and so forth.
That's been going on for years.
My point is, what it is what people have done is they have invested a lot of time and money into brand A. Now somebody from brand B comes along who also has invested a lot of time, money, and energy into brand B. Both of these people have a vested interest now in defending not the company itself. The interest is in defending their identity as a savvy consumer who has not wasted their time and their money. And so when you attack Nintendo, when you attack BMW, when you attack kickboxing, you are not just attacking that thing, you're attacking them as a person and their idea of themselves as a savvy person who put their energy into the right things. That's what's actually happening. That's the psychology.
I agree with that completely. And but the thing is, it turns into a very toxic thing because now you identify with this thing, like you think this is you, to the point that you will literally fight people over it. And I think we've all been guilty of this to some degree. It's so easy to fall down in that, but we gotta wake ourselves up. It is if you're stupid. It's just a hobby.
You can run.
It's just this product that will eventually go away.
Because I've always said I'm a Nintendo guy when it comes to systems. I've always been a Nintendo guy. I like Sega too. I've never been a PlayStation guy. Never been an Xbox guy. But if you like Xbox, if you like Xbox, if you like PlayStation, I'm not going to think you're bad for liking that. You like different things. You like brand B and brand C. I like brand A.
I grew up with all the consoles.
Yeah. So, but I'm not gonna fight with you about it. It's not my thing, but it could be your thing. I don't care.
Where would you like to go?
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I can have absolute disdain for it and still understand why it happens. I do have absolute fucking disdain for this activity, but I also understand why it happens, and I understand they're not defending the company; they're defending themselves. So I'm not gonna be too harsh on it because that's very human. But god damn it, do they weaponize this in order to sell their shit? Boy, do they.
Yeah.
Nintendo definitely did because, like I said, there's been console wars as long as I can remember, but man, they just to divide your own fan base into two factions that are now fighting each other. It used to be Nintendo fans fighting PlayStation fans fighting Nintendo and Microsoft, and now it's just Nintendo fans fighting Nintendo fans while fighting the other console brands too. And I'm like, this has gotten out of control.
It's not Nintendo. It's Nintendo fans fighting former Nintendo fans, and that's where it gets scary for Nintendo.
You know, that's the one thing that bugs me.
What's that?
Yeah.
The fact that, like, so you know how Sony's been coming out with a lot of their games on the PC.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good thing. You would think that'd be a good thing. Like, console exclusivity sucks.
It's not a good thing because, well, it's a good thing for PC gamers. If you're a PC gamer, it's a great thing. If you're a gamer in general, it's not a bad thing necessarily. If you are Sony, it's a fucking terrible idea, and they're learning.
But no, you got people, these console fanboys that actually attack a lot of people on PC for saying that's a good thing.
Well, what you attack? What you attack
PC
too?
gamers don't deserve that.
If you had spent $600 dues on the empty ass PlayStation 5, on a promise that you were going to have exclusive games like Sony always has, wouldn't you be a little pissy too if that suddenly wasn't true? I think they're directing it at the wrong people. They should be directing it at their senpai Sony. But I would be a little pissed too.
I could get that, I get that as well, but I mean, just getting angry at people getting excited about it, that's
misdirected.
That's true, but I've remembered so many years being on playing on consoles that I had PC people saying, I don't know why you people play on consoles. All the games are better on PC. You're on console. I remember that so many times that it's like, dude, that's like totally not cool. So, and when you have that all the time, it's similar.
The game is best on the platform it was developed for, naturally.
Yeah.
So whatever platform, so Morrowind is best on PC because Morrowind was natively developed with PCs in mind. Mario Brothers 3 is best on NES. I don't care what anybody fucking says, because it was developed on NES hardware.
I mememed about that a lot back in the day, but I wasn't like super serious into it. Because I mean, I owned consoles too. I owned a PC and I owned a console.
Well, the PC Master Race meme, it's not anything nastier. It's just funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just ironic, or not ironic, but I don't know how you say it. In jest.
My point is that all of this is stupid. Like,
video games are all very.
On what console?
Yeah, video games are in general a very stupid thing to fight about. You've got real things in the world going on that I can far more admire fighting about than fucking video games.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's like you're playing games that you enjoy. You're playing the same game that I might enjoy. Who cares what shitbox you're playing it on?
Well, and that's the thing. There's this other thing too that's really funny and amuses me greatly. There's this guy. I won't say his name, but it's just funny. He does pro wrestling content, and I don't know what you guys know about wrestling, but the product is not
a little bit.
The product has not been great lately. Okay, no matter what you watch, it's not been great. No. But this guy makes a video every week, 2 videos, one for Raw, one for SmackDown. And it's like, this is the worst Raw of all time. It was angry and awful. Or it was boring and awful. empty and awful, or whatever it was, and it's just like, buddy, if you don't like the product, why do you fucking watch the product? And the answer is to make this video. That's the answer, to make this YouTube video. It's outrage for me.
Monetization.
Yeah, it's outrage.
Anger addiction. Yeah, anger addiction.
And
Oh,
it's easy to get caught up in that.
So
It's
my
so
comment
easy.
every time he makes a video, I'm like, it's pro wrestling. That's my one and only. It's pro wrestling.
Jay says, you know, a Blood Rain successor would be epic these days.
I would love to see. I still need to play the original Blood Rain. I hear great things about it.
Max, I'm pretty sure I read a headline that PlayStation was no longer going to share console exclusive titles with PC.
Yeah,
You wanna know why?
they're reversing that decision apparently, but we'll see.
And
you
see,
wanna know
here's the
why?
thing.
We'll see. I don't
The
trust
Steam
anything
machine.
they say. Yeah.
Probably the Steam machine. But I'll also tell you, most likely, if you think about it, how much those games actually sold on PC, Sony probably calculated that it wasn't enough to give up their console ecosystem.
Oh, they were
Like,
selling.
they I don't know. Some people crunched numbers and it didn't look like it was selling.
Mhm.
Selling as good as they thought it was.
We
Because you gotta keep in
actually
mind-
don't know what numbers. I didn't realize we shared PC numbers.
I don't know, but
I don't think we
The
know.
thing is-
I don't know
other
the
ones.
numbers, but I see the reviews and how many people review it and all that stuff.
I mean,
Mhm.
see, that's what we need. We need really the numbers. Somebody would have to look into it to find out.
They're not going to share
But,
those with you.
I
There's no
will
point.
say that to me, like, if you are trying to sell, you make your own hardware for games, and you're trying to sell your hardware, we know that your hardware is going to be inferior to the PC Master Race, right? To the PC, it's going to be inferior. So why, as a company, not talking about as a gamer, think about it as this company, why as a company would you give up your exclusive games to another platform that literally gets everything and has all the freedom, and then leave your exclusive hardware with nothing that is no longer exclusive? You hurt your brand. You hurt yourself. And
Depends
I
on
said
if you
years
give a
ago-
shit about your console. They obviously don't.
that yeah. Well, now now I guess they realize that they made a boo boo and they're wanting to backtrack, and that makes him look really bad because now PC gamers are going to be angry. Now, when it was before they did that, they were like, it was just some PC gamers asking for these games on PC. But they never got them, and then they would be quiet. But now that you gave them those games, you gave them PlayStation, and you take it away, now it's all a massive uproar. Now you have a giant angry well to deal with, and you better paddle fast, Pinocchio. That's all I got to say. You better paddle fast.
I genuinely imagine it has everything to do with the Steam machine because they feel threatened
could
by
be.
it because it's coming for
It
the
could very
living
well
room.
be. It could very well be. And you know
Yeah.
what? I think it was always going to build to that way. And the reason why is because, think about this. What has consoles been trying to do ever since the PS3 and the 360? They've been trying to tread on the PC market by
Yep.
making their consoles less video game consoles and more PCs.
Start
but they're
connecting
not
like a mouse and
PCs.
keyboard to the Xbox One, and you start
All
being
that
able to run
stuff.
apps. Yeah.
What's going to actually happen though is consoles will lose their specialness. They can't compete with PC in the way that a PC operates, and
Exactly.
their sales will be cannibalized by PC sales.
Exactly.
That's what will actually.
And now
happen.
Valve is like, you know what? If y'all are gonna try to mess with us, here's the Steam machine. Here it is. And I mean, will that take off? Will it sell tons as much as a console? I don't know. If Valve could actually get some
Depends on what it
exclusive.
costs. Consoles are mass market
Depends on-
products. PCs are not. So if it's priced
Yeah.
like a PC, it will not sell. It'll sell like a PC. If it's priced like a console, it's gonna sell like a console.
Yeah. But I said years ago that when Sony was announcing they were going to do that, I said, Sony, putting your exclusives on PC is going to be very detrimental to your brand, because what sells hardware, you need exclusive software. Why should anybody buy?
Both Microsoft and Sony got their asses beat by Nintendo all day long. They got their asses cooked.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm
because
just
Nintendo
selfish, but
understood.
I'm probably selfish, but I'm just glad I got Ghost of Tsushima on PC because I really wanted to play that.
Well, me too, because eventually I'll be able to play it at a steep discount, and I don't have to buy the Sony to do it now, so fuck them.
I mean, I totally get that everybody wants to play something. But here's another thing that a lot of PC gamers don't think about when they beg for every single game to be on their platform, which is, in a way, selfish. It is a little selfish. But they also have tons of games that will never ever be on consoles. One of them I can think of, well, two of them, Fear and Hunger 1 and 2. Those will never be on a console.
No, that's
never.
Yep,
there is so many games that are on PC that consoles will never get to have, but you don't see console gamers begging for those. You don't hear them screaming and reaching for
That's
them.
because they're stupid. They absolutely should be begging for Void Stranger and for
Where would you like to
they should
go?
be begging for
Where would you like
Fear
to
and
go?
Hunger. They should be begging for Look Outside.
They couldn't do
I think a
Fear
lot
and
of
Hunger.
console gamers have never even heard of Fear and Hunger, to be honest.
Man, I've been begging
there's
for a
so
lot
many
of
games.
console titles on PC.
Fear and Hunger so
There
fucking
is
good.
there is so many. So it's
Like
like
Bloodborne.
okay, but then
Yeah.
you have to think about, there is so many more exclusive games on PCs that have never been on consoles, that if you, and then to console gamer, it's like you see PC begging for like the handful of exclusives you have. When you look at Steam as a whole, and you see all these games you would never get to touch or play unless you had a PC. You're like, well, dang, we only got like 3 exclusives over here, and you want our stuff. You know, you think about it that way, and it's like, well, it's not even. It's not fair. It's very imbalanced. You want our stuff, but we don't get any of your stuff. So I kind of look at that and I chuckle a little bit because it's true.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, Nintendo has Pokemon and we have Pal World. Which one do you think is better?
I honestly feel like I haven't played Pal World, but
you're talking
with
about
the state of Pokemon,
You're talking about two bags
would
of
say
shit
that-
right now, as far as I'm concerned.
I would say Pal World in the long run, the way that Pokemon's been the last
you know what
5 to
I mean,
10
though,
years.
Sue, right?
Yeah, Pal World is probably gonna.
I would have no interest. I don't have no interest in modern Pokemon, and I have no interest in Power World.
Well, I
Power
don't mean
World
just Pokemon.
looks
I
like
just mean,
AI
like-
fucking slop to me.
I just
True.
feel like, you know, you have your PC titles, but a lot of the cool stuff is also on consoles. So it's like, okay, well, I want to play that.
I
Why
wouldn't
wouldn't you
necessarily
Well, then
say
you
that.
better buy a Nintendo Switch if you want to play Pokemon. But you're not missing anything with modern Pokemon.
Well, I'm
I mean,
just saying,
trust
like,
me.
if it comes to PC, I'm not going to cry about it.
It's not coming to PC.
I'm not. Well, I know it's not going to. I'm just saying, if anything, for like any console exclusive comes out on PC, I'm not
Yeah.
going to cry about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because with Nintendo, that's the one thing you can set your fucking clock on is if you want Nintendo.
But I
games,
never,
you need to buy Nintendo.
never in my life had thought the opposite. Like, oh, how dare you console peasants have that game and we don't? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and again, if they
I mean, I get
if they get PC game, like the PC game they get will be better
We're
on
watching
PC.
you.
Again, like you can play Morrowind on consoles, but look at what you're missing, right?
Yeah, I play it
Yeah.
on console. Unfortunately.
Well, some people don't have a choice, but if you have the choice,
Oh, yeah.
definitely get it on the PC. It was built for PC. Just like, can you technically play Mario Brothers 3 on the PC? You can. It sucks. I played it.
I wouldn't see the point of that.
Yeah, it lacks the precision you need for a precision arcade platformer from the 8-bit era. Play it on an NES. I don't even like playing it on the Super NES. On All Stars,
Yeah,
I don't even like that one.
If it's any specific game that came out on console that really plays better with a controller,
Uh-huh.
like Ghost of Tsushima, and it comes out on PC, I always use a controller.
All right, here we go. Got
Sony's
some
gonna
more here.
delist.
Hold on,
I wonder if Sony's gonna delist their games on PC.
we got dialogue,
because
guys.
I don't think they'll
Hold
do
on,
that.
real quick. We got game dialogue. We're playing a game here. Let's see here. You violated the law, Dorian. Since you turned yourself in voluntarily, I'll take that into consideration. This is gonna hurt so fucking bad, guys. Pay 833 gold, not that, to the court and surrender your stolen goods, or surrender your stolen goods and serve your sentence of hard labor. Deliver the gold immediately, or come with me.
Oh.
833 golderinos.
That's not bad. We have 55,000.
Oh, okay.
But we're going to get kicked out of 2 of our factions the moment we pay this. I accept this gold in payment for fines and compensation ordered by the court. And now you are free to go. We'll get back in, but I hate that because I think we only get one more chance with the Legion.
You would think you would get expelled if you didn't pay your fine.
So shit. All right, we're going to Eberhard to make amends right now.
I think it's good that you don't have that like console. Like, no, you can't have our games and this and that. But then it's just I look at it as a point. It's like, what's the point of a console if it doesn't have that exclusive? What does it offer? What do you get?
It doesn't. To
You
quote
get
Yamauchi,
nothing.
An option.
Convenience.
No, to quote
Convenience and option. That's not enough.
Phil, the answer is nothing. The PC bros are giving bad advice to a console. Don't listen to them. The Yamauchi, who knows much more about the console than the PC bros do, says a box, a console is a box you buy to get to Mario. If you don't have Mario on the box loses its value.
Here's the other thing too. For a while to get into PC gaming, I mean, hell, even to this day, you had to spend a lot of money to get the parts, and then most of the time you're putting it together yourself, or you're getting somebody else, put it together for you. But the other thing too is you have to learn an operating system. You have to learn how to install the games. Whereas a console, you literally just plug and play.
it in.
Yeah.
But those are 2 different audiences, and that's what I'm saying. Those are entirely different audiences. They don't necessarily have overlap. And time has proven that over and over and over again.
There are a lot of people that are just technologically illiterate or innate or whatever and can't,
Well, they either can't or
not.
they're not illiterate. They just don't have the time or don't want to learn. They want to plug in and play box.
Yeah.
So yeah, consoles will still have that, but we're now seeing that we're also losing physical games. I mean, and I'm going to tell you this. Yeah, maybe it is more convenient than learning the PC. Maybe it is cheaper. Well, it doesn't seem like it's going to be cheaper for long with that $900 or $1,000 Xbox supposedly coming out.
Yeah.
But
and RAM.
the thing
no exclusive games. So $900 and no exclusive games. So yeah, and it's basically a dumbed down plug into TV box. Like why would you ever buy an Xbox? I'm not saying don't. I'm just wondering why you would ever buy that.
But the thing that I stopped buying one with the 360 because I saw the writing on the wall, but a lot lot of people didn't.
360.
It's unfortunate.
You can argue the 360 was their last actual console.
Let's not make
It was. It truly
Everything
was.
else has been a dumbed
360
down
was,
PC.
right?
It was a great console.
I always recommend if somebody wants to get an Xbox original and 360, don't go a step further past that. Stop
I had both of
there.
them.
But
Just like you can make an argument to
it's
me
like,
for PS4, I won't hear any arguments about PS5. 90% of your library has been ported to PC. I don't care about PS5 at all. Don't care. Don't give a fuck. Like, you lost the one thing that makes a console special, so you can just rot in no Salesville. Don't care.
Jay, Fear and Hunger in 3D would sell so many copies, it will feel like we are back in the Doom/Blood games.
I'm so glad there's other people that know what the fuck that game is. Would you guys like to see a Fear and Hunger stream at some point?
Oh, I love that game, man.
We've had one in the
I
past, but
adore
we need to
that
do
game.
one again.
Have you guys
But,
seen Super Eye Patch Wolf's video, The Cruelest Game?
Yes, I have that video essay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen most of it anyway.
Yeah, John's amazing.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
But I don't know. I think I lost the thing that I was gonna say. Maybe it'll come back to me.
Hey, I have that happen to me too.
But I think it's like I don't see when it comes to consoles in the future. I don't see there's any point of them at all because the prices are getting ridiculous, and then there doesn't seem to be any really physical games. Everything's either going to be key card or like digital, or you have to have a disc drive attachment. All this other nonsense that makes it really confusing. And also, PC just has so much more freedom. If I could get over the hurdles of having to learn to do things, I'm gonna get a better experience because I don't have to pay membership to play online. I get all these different options for digital games that I can purchase them.
Dialogue stop. Hold that thought. Dialogue stop. By your actions, you have lost the trust of the Imperial Legion. Until you make amends, expect no favor from me. I'm here to make amends, buddy. How do I make amends? That's what I'm here for. Okay, apparently he doesn't give me the option to make amends. What the fuck? Alright, well. On to the next thing.
Ask him about advancement.
Maybe, yeah, I mean. You're a bit of a trouble, Dorian. Report to Darius in Nessus to make amends or you'll face Imperial I gotta go all the way to fucking Nessus to make amends with these fuckers? Because that was my original hiring officer. God damn it.
Ooh, potty mouth. We really got to start a swear jar for him, man.
You've been expelled.
So much money.
If you heartily repent your misdeeds, we will give you a second chance. Only 1 second chance to return as a member of our community. Do you wish to atone? Yes, please forgive me. We are all weak, but your humble contrition is praiseworthy. You are once again a member of the Imperial cult. But I caution you, do not again forget yourself, or there is no further recourse if you should be expelled once more.
Just don't get expelled, lol.
Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
Ask your question.
So do you lose your rank? Do you get your original rank, or you have to build that all the way back up again?
No, you keep your rank, but if I fuck up one more time, I'm out.
Well,
You're
technically, you weren't really messing up. You were trying to save somebody.
I still fail to understand why the Empire factions give a shit about me ripping a key out of a fucking desk in the Ministry of Truth. But I guess.
See,
But,
Jay says playing Quake 1.5 at the moment.
Nice.
Cool. Paul Marie now.
What
Hey,
do
man,
y'all think about
Well,
like the future of consoles? I mean, where do you think it's gonna go from here?
Well, we'll see if they will pick it up. But I think he was trying to read chat. What else we got?
Hey man, I see you fixed the obscure lighting. Good job, Paul Marino says.
Yeah, we got that fixed. We did a light spell, and that worked. Also, it's daytime, so that helps too.
Don't pay, please.
Don't pay.
Don't pay, please. I think he was talking about the Ordinator.
I didn't have a choice, sadly. We got to make amends.
what was that?
Yeah.
We can't go because we're gonna need to talk
Speak,
to Ordinators
traveler.
here very soon because we're getting ready to be in Nerevarine. I didn't have a choice.
Why walk when
Jay
you can
Jones says
run?
Ninja Gaiden Black and Ninja Gaiden 2 are the only Xbox games worth the console. I agree.
Ninja Gaiden Black is fantastic from what I hear.
Amazing games.
I hear it is excellent.
It was my Dark Souls before Dark Souls.
Okay, nice.
Very hard games.
But yeah, as far as that, are we caught up on chat now?
Yeah.
All right. So as far as the future of consoles, Phil, like it ebbs and flows, you know. But I think right now it's bleak, very bleak.
Me too. I do.
I think gaming
But,
in
you know-
general is very bleak.
It is.
Oh yeah. We have to actually restrict ourselves in a way so that we can enjoy it. So like we have to put ourselves in a time capsule and say, gaming didn't pass 2005. Like, it stopped there. Almost.
I wish.
It seems.
Mhm.
You know, it's like gaming never went past 2005. Technology never advanced. We're in like 2005 land forever, because that's when gaming started to fall off.
I would say give it 3 more years, that at least gets me New Super Mario Brothers Wii.
Okay, you get 3 more years.
Yeah, if you can get
That's
me to
it.
2009, I can pretty much agree with that.
Okay, 2009.
I like Breath
2009 is all-
Breath of the Wild, but as I replay it for a second, third, and fourth time, I see flaws. I see big flaws.
And here's the thing about that. You know, you were talking about, you know, these games are meant for certain consoles. That plays the best on the Wii U. 'Cause
No,
it was built for the
it
Wii
doesn't.
U.
Phil, it does not play best
Yeah.
on it. It does not.
It was made for the Wii U.
It was made for the Wii U for a select time, and then development was ported. You need to go watch the Iwata asks of those. Again, like, please, dude. I'm just gonna. I'll put it as nice as I can. Phil, I'm Mr. Nintendo. Phil, please. I promise it doesn't run better on Wii U. It barely runs on fucking Switch.
They were showing it. That's what they said.
That's
I don't think,
not true.
but I don't believe the companies will implode first. I think it's just going to be basically it's going to come down to AAA games are going to start slowly dying out, while indie games are going to get better.
Indie games are the real salvation is going to be indie games.
Yeah, because I mean, like, a lot of these companies started off with, like, you know, 4, 5, 6 developers,
Yeah.
and they all knew each other. They were all best friends, and it was pretty much like a band. And that's where a lot of their greatest hits came from. Was just
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Those
they were
many
pretty
people.
much indie developers before indie developers were a thing.
it's like a John Carmack,
then
John
Dialogue
Romero.
stuff. We got dialogue here.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You here for orders or advancement, swordsman? Was there something else you wanted? Well, I am Zoring Hardhard, drill master, Fighters Guild. So remember the Fighters Guild. You'll be around when things start getting dirty here in Vardenfell. Stick with us, swordsman. We're going places. Orders. Till you're a better rank, you'll take your orders from my champion, Larumble Groaglok. All right. Guess
Hey,
that's.
Zoo, let me tell you something.
Well, we got another dialogue. So what do we got?
You need not
Okay.
be afraid.
Go ahead,
My
go ahead, what do you got
anger
real
is
quick?
reserved
Okay.
for the foolish.
Breath of the Wild was originally developed for the Wii U, but was released simultaneously as a launch title for the Nintendo Switch.
Yes, that's
But
true.
it was
but
developed for the Wii U.
It was developed for the Wii U, yes. But if you listen to what the developers have said, and any of the Iwata asks at the time, development went over to Project NX halfway through. I will show you that video when we get off of here. But I'm telling you, it does not run better on Wii U. It doesn't even have the Wii U exclusive things that would have given you that argument. They had to cut that. For example, being able to select the map on your U-Pod. It didn't even have that. They cut all kinds of shit because they couldn't get it to work on the system. So yeah, it came out on the Wii U, but in terms of the actual development, it started dual development about halfway through its dev cycle. And that's from the Eiji Aonuma Iwata S sometime. I think that was in like 2014, 15. That was right. It was like one of the last Iwata S right before his death. Yeah. So no, it doesn't. It doesn't. At best, it runs the same. At worst, it runs shittier. Let's see. Are you here for orders or advancement, swordsman? Or was there something else you wanted? Tell me about yourself, dude. I am Rumble Groaglok Smith. Alright, yeah, orders. Nargro Shagrumph said he'd deliver a ring to Rains Yeneth, but he hasn't delivered. Go to Nargro Shagrumph and bring the Juice Doll Feather Ring to me. Nar Groshagmov said he'd get the Juice-Doll feather ring for our client. Nar says he doesn't have the ring, but he's a liar. Go find him in Halalu Canton Plaza and bring me the ring. All right, let's go do it.
What does juice doll mean in English?
I have no... Juice-Doll might be the last name of the inventor. I think that's how TR is going to end up spinning it, because I think you're going to meet the Juice-Doll guy in one of the TR mods. I know you meet Ondusi in Narcissus. The person who developed Ondusi's Unhinging, which is really fucking cool moment.
Yeah.
Part of it also, Philly, is I'm not apt to hear anything good about the Wii U. The Wii U was a piece of fucking garbage. That was a roasting pile of shit, man.
I remember watching some video that said, like, I think it ran natively, it, like, had better resolutions and frames on the Wii U than on the Switch. I remember seeing that years ago, that it may have ran 60 on Wii U and not on Switch. I don't know. It's been so long, but I remember seeing something where they said that, but it's like a blur.
We'll take a look. It was simultaneously developed about partway through for the NX, so I don't. It would shock me if it ran better. It might run same, but it would shock me if it ran better. Because that was really gimpy hardware compared to the Switch. The Switch was a fairly reasonable increase over the Wii U. Also, the Wii U fucking sucked, so there's that. Sorry, Wii U fans. Like,
do you know? Did you play it?
I didn't. I played all of its. I played all of its best games from my Switch, and I can tell you, they were okay. There was nothing on Wii U that would have made me buy a Wii U by itself. Nothing. Even Tropical Freeze, as good as it was.
We're watching you.
These ordinators are so fucking rude. Now, there's a reason I sat that gin out. Just sat it out. I could not believe my fucking eyes what was going on in that gin. Like, how you guys could go from the fucking Nintendo Wii to that, like, I'll never fucking understand it.
We're watching you, scum.
I could kill you where you stand.
Okay, here you go. I looked up Wikipedia to read up about the development, and it says, the Switch version performs better than the Wii U release when docked to a television. Although when undocked, both run at the same resolution. Okay, so there's that.
There's that. Point to Switch.
Switch version also has higher quality environmental sounds.
Now, what I will tell you is don't necessarily believe what you read on Wikipedia. But if the source article says that, then it's probably true.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Juice Doll Featherwing. Cough it up, bitch. I don't got any ring.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't make this harder than it has to be, homie. Hand the fucking ring over. It's in the foreign quarter. No, not Jabash's, the Juice Doll ring. Fine, take it. Never liked the stupid ring anyway. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Here's something interesting. Don't know if y'all knew this. Certain ideas, such as flying and underground dungeons, were not implemented due to the Wii U's limitations and were instead used in the sequel. So, had they not co-developed it for the Wii U, they would have abandoned it. You would have got even more in Breath of the Wild.
Well, that's what Enuma says, but Enuma's also a liar. So, notorious fucking liar. So.
We're watching.
Enuma also claims he's never read the fucking Sword in the Stone. The Zelda head has never read the Sword in the Stone. Like that, and the lie detector test said that was a lie.
Well, no. So
I'm very negative
I have
on
a
Nintendo
question.
lately.
yeah, you are. You sound like my mom right now. Gosh, she's been negative most of the day. I was like, Mom, please, jeez. So Zoo, you're pretty much against PS5, but you'd be more
Not
open
against,
to PS4.
not against,
so,
just ambivalent.
but so when are you gonna get a PS4?
So PS4, I'll be honest, I would like a PS4 for Bloodborne. So at some point, I might have. I have a PS3. I need a PS4 for Bloodborne, and I would like to have one. I really would, at some point.
I will tell you this though. I just want to temper your expectations. Though.
Okay.
And I think the reason why people want to have a sequel. I never understood the Bloodborne remake. That's ridiculous. Those people are just crazy. They want anything remade. But a sequel, I understand because while the Chalice dungeons were a cool idea, it quickly falls off really fast because there's just like no variety to that whatsoever. They could have done so much more with that and made it really, really cool.
Oh my God! Look at that core, man.
But the core game and the DLC is fantastic, and there is a physical that has the DLC on the disc, and you would definitely want to get that. So.
Why do we need AAA games with vistas like this?
I don't know, brother. Look at the fog. That looks like a painting. Oh my goodness, that is. I just want to take a snapshot of that. That's so good.
I love the shards coming off the top of the Bardau.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Bardau Ministry of Truth is the name of that mod.
Yeah.
Of course, this is the beautiful Cities of Morrowind variant of the city with the mixed cantons.
Yeah, my roommate has the City of Swords version, I think is what it's called.
City of Swords is amazing. It just does too much.
Breaks everything, yeah.
And it breaks if you want any other mods for Vivek, you can't have City of Swords.
I will. It looks so beautiful.
But for a minimal modded game, City of Swords is fantastic.
I do have to say, for a very old game, the modding community for this game is just downright impressive.
I just had to stop before we turned this ring, and I had to stop and admire that. Chat's catching up on us again. Let's read some of those. Sorry, guys, we get embroiled in good combos sometimes. We're gonna get that problem.
Yeah.
Maxon, you about to get Maxon.
Maxon's about to get smacked. What do you do?
In Blackrock for a long time.
Say that again.
How may I help you?
Maxon says Sweet Baby Inc. as of late in Blackrock for a long time now.
I mean, I know those are two of the boogeymen, yes, but
Stony Olson. Max at the fort.
Hey, sir.
Do you like the Sweet Baby?
I don't give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about Sweet Baby one way or the other. Just,
the only thing that's when I hear Sweet Baby, I'm just thinking of like some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue.
The only Sweet Babies I give a shit about is Sweet Baby Ray's, and I don't even give much of a shit about that because I have Chef Dick's here in Illinois, and Chef Dick's is superior.
Why don't you send me a bottle of Chef Dick's along with that ice cream?
I don't know where my ice cream's at. I need to check on that actually, because I should have got my ice cream 2 fucking weeks. Yeah, I should have got that 2 fucking weeks ago.
I agree. My buddy returned the Wii U after getting it for Christmas and just buying a new 3DS and PS3 controller.
Good man.
I don't know what that is, says Sony. Maxon says, nah. Stony Sweet Baby Inc. is trash. Jay says, anyone know good B-tier horror movies?
Yes, actually. Yes.
Okay, y'all go ahead.
B-tier horror movies? So, what do you mean by B-tier? Do you mean schlocky? Or do you mean, like, indie horror? Because I can give you both. I love horror.
Maxon and Rawhead Red and Pumpkinhead Or wait, Rawhead, Rex, and Pumpkinhead.
I think Blair Witch Project was technically a B tier movie, even though it got popular.
Dead Birds, I think is what it's called. It's really, really wild movie. I'll give you another one that's indie horror that nobody knows about is Sublime. It's a horror movie called Sublime. If you want to feel awful the rest of the day, Baby Blue. Baby Blues is horrifying.
Oh, I'll recommend one. I like. They're trying to work on a sequel, I think, but they've been saying it for a while, but who knows if it's ever going to be done. I'll recommend It Follows.
It Follows is phenomenal.
Yeah,
Talk to Me is another one. To a certain audience, Skinamarink. Skinamarink is horrifying. But you got to be in a certain mood to watch that. Late Night with the Devil is good. In terms of recent horror, Oddity is pretty good. Trying to think of what else I've seen as far as horror recently. One of the greatest social... Beau is Afraid. Beau is Afraid. If you want a B horror movie, Beau is Afraid. Go watch Beau is Afraid. It's social horror. I loved it. Everybody else hated that fucking movie. I thought it was fucking amazing.
Yeah, Ari Aster.
Yep. I love Beau is Afraid.
Maxon says, chat piling up, guys. And then he says, from Ninja Gaiden down.
How can chat be piling up? You guys are reading it. How is it piling up?
I watched Pumpkinhead. Not a bad movie. Kind of reminded me of Victor Crowley.
Nice. I'm gonna check out Pumpkinhead.
They chat. They just lazy man.
They chat. They just lazy man. Maxim removed a message. He probably said a bad word, and he had to get timed out. Maxon thought one of them was
please don't do that. Duty. Please don't do that, guys.
Jay,
you get it ain't that bad, everybody will hate you.
It's all pretty chill, he said. Maxon's other message got retracted. I don't know why. What are you doing, Maxon? Stop breaking the chat. Jay.
By the way, just full disclosure, I don't have any buzzwords set on here. So if your message is being retracted, they're either doing it themselves, which can happen if they fuck up something.
I think he's doing that.
Or you're saying something so bad, YouTube has retracted the message, which don't do that.
I'm just giving him a hard time because he's giving me a hard time. He goes,
he probably did it himself.
Jay,
they
will read it eventually. Max, the last post they read was Ninja Gaiden 1. Max, plus Phil always skips me. Maxon, you're about to be known as Slapson.
We need to immortalize this meme. We need some way to show Phil skipping Maxon that works as an emoji. So I'll work on that.
Jay says, puts a weird face thing and says, at least they are honest and not fake like other streamers. Maxon, hearsay, the chat deserves to be part of the conversation. Why don't you get into the voice chat and then you can really be a part of the conversation?
Maybe he doesn't want to be part of the voice chat. Maybe he's shy, Phil. Just read his fucking message.
Well, stop being shy. What are you, a shy boy? You shy guy? You shy guy? Do we need to send you to the Mushroom Kingdom? Maxon retracts another thing and then says, it was just repeat of old chats. Didn't want to clog the chat. Maxon disagrees with me and said, I need a waypoint for video games. Angry face. And that's it. That's the chat.
All right. Now keep a fucking eye on it from now on, and you won't get skipped.
You didn't get skipped this time. And then he says, I don't have Discord. Well, maybe you should get Discord. Don't you want to hang out with us when we're not on stream?
No peer pressure.
All the peer pressure. I'm going hard on you, Maxon. I'm going to go to the max on you, Maxon. I'm going to come to your fort, and I'm going to gyrate in front of Maxon. I'm going to show you the Dagoth way.
I think Maxon is fairly well versed in the Dagoth ways.
Do you know my way? Do you know the way? Do you know the way?
That is a terrible. That is terrible, Dagoth.
That sounds like a Dutch or German.
If Dagoth was Borat, maybe. Like,
oh, just want to take a moment. Look at this orc. It doesn't
Very
look like he has a
nice,
chest.
Nevar.
He looks like he has boobs and then 2 arms under his man boobs.
Dude, yeah,
Like he's crossing his arms
I've
under
never
his man
understood the bizarre, like, quad chest that the fucking Morrowind NPC males have. It looks like they've got, like
what
4
is
fucking
that?
chest titties, man.
That's their rib cage.
I
at the
know.
bottom,
Okay, yeah, it's
underneath
so
that.
weird.
It looks like he has 2 arms crossed under his man boobs. That's what it looks
Yeah.
like.
It
That's the
kind of
bottom of
does.
his
Oh my
ribs.
god, I can't unsee it. He's like Goro.
I can't unsee it either. Every time
Oh,
I see
no,
people without
I
their
can't.
shirt,
It
I'm
does look like
can you
4
blink?
arms crossed. Like,
Oh,
oh
like a 4-armed
no.
orc. He's like, Matt. He's like, dude, get out of my way, bro.
All right, anyway.
Oh god.
I sent you to get the juiced off feather ring. Where is it? You have the ring? Good. Give me the ring and I'll get your pay. Here's 100 septum, swordsman. Easy money. You want more orders? I got them. Yeah, let's take more orders. There's an Argonian that can't keep his mouth shut. Go shut Tongue Toad's mouth. Go find Tongue Toad at the Rat in the Pot in Aldrune. Silence him and I'll give you 500 septums. Well, we're probably not going to do that, but we'll figure it out when we talk to Tongue Toad. See what he's saying.
Jay says, I will probably use text to voice if I ever get in voice chat. What is with y'all being so shy? Don't you want people to hear your lovely voice?
Some people prize their anonymity, even their voice.
Or maybe y'all are secretly
Or he's from a different
secretly,
country and has an accent and doesn't want
Could be that
people to
too.
hear his accent.
or secretly ladies in disguise, and y'all don't want to be hit on by us hunky guys.
Well, that won't happen on my end. I'm taking.
I mean,
not
as
on
a
his end.
foreigner, it is kind of embarrassing to make the grammatical errors. I mean, I've been speaking English for more than a decade now, but still, I can understand how somebody who can't speak quite as well as I could feel that way.
Well, I'm sure you don't do. I'm sure you can't do worse than most native English speakers.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you.
because
Most Americans
kids
can't.
today.
Most Americans can't speak fucking English either.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
the language now is like sus,
It's
bruh,
6,
not
7,
bro, not
6,
bro,
7.
bruh, yeah, and 6, 7. I'm like,
6, 7.
it took me like 3 weeks to figure out what sus was. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
Same
these
here.
kids are so stupid. They don't know how to say suspect.
Yeah.
6.
I thought it was suspicious because it's from that. What was that game?
It could be either or. I never really
can
figured
be.
it out. I just thought
Among
it was like
Us,
suspect. Yeah.
Among
I
Us.
was like, oh my gosh. And now another one is like, bruh.
Where would
I'm
you
like
like
so
to
cooked,
go?
bruh.
What I want to know
I'm
I
like,
really wanna know.
you're
Short trip, long trip.
yeah.
Or the
is
the-
how Skibidi Toilet became a thing. Because I mean, Gary's mod is Gary's mod is freaking old. Like I was playing that
2006?
back in high school. Like how is that getting popular amongst?
Yeah, I don't understand.
That's
that.
a
I was
good
talking
question.
about that the other day.
What
It's
it
like
is,
the
what
last
is it?
thing you think they'd be playing Gen Alpha,
What, Outlander?
or watching.
What is
rather.
Gary's mod?
Yeah.
It's. Do you know Half-Life? You know the Half-Life series?
It's a Valve
Later.
sandbox for source
Yeah,
games.
Later.
it's based off the Half-Life 2 engine, and it's basically just it's a sandbox game. You
All right,
Yeah.
well, this guard
build
fucking
stuff.
hates me now, so we're gonna go talk to someone else.
Used for a lot of machinimas back in the day.
You can build stuff. They've got mods for it, like tons of mods, like different game modes, all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Looking
Says
for
no
Tongue Toad.
sense.
Hold on, pardon me,
Max
but there's a
said,
very
"Nah."
strange man. Hold on, real quick, guys. Pardon me, but there's a very strange man in my house, and he won't leave. Will you get him out of there, please? He's talking to himself. He won't listen to me. He looks very strange. He stares at me funny, and he seems to have lost his shirt. Please get him out of there. He's scaring me. Okay, Grala Laren.
Speak, traveler.
Okay, Maxon says, nah, I only use Instagram. He also says, no sense and waypoint, noobs allowed, what a cheapskate, 500 for a dead lizard. And then he also says, also I'm a bit
Annoying outlanders.
so don't want to let street talk that I use with my friends slip up. Have you heard Zeus potty mouth? Have you heard
nobody
it?
would care.
I
Here.
have to police
It's all
him
good.
almost every single stream. In fact, we need to start a swear jar, and then anytime he cusses, like, money goes into it, and that money goes to buying more
Does
games
that include
for us to stream.
Does that include my money too?
Well, I guess if
'Cause
anybody
I curse a lot.
if anybody says some like potty words, I guess they need to donate money to to buy.
I have
games
no
for us to
words.
stream.
You have betrayed Lord Dagoth. Taste his vengeance. What? It is the hour of awakening. He comes forth in his glory, and his people shall resume. Yeah, well. Yeah, he was about to draw on me. Hope everybody saw that. He was about to draw on me. Fuck you, dude. There, that problem solved. There's a dead guy in your house. You're going to have to clean that shit
traveler.
up. Let's see here.
That lets me play sounds through my mic aching to
Goodness,
sound.
is he dead? How
Pretending
unpleasant.
to be Serious Sam on Killing Floor was great. Says
Serious Sam is
Next
fun.
says-
Fun game.
Says swearing isn't street talk, Phil. At least not for me.
Let's see. Goodness, is he dead? How unpleasant. Was it very dangerous? I'm sorry. I really have nothing to give you but my thanks. But I'll tell everyone how kind and brave you were to help me. Alright, well, you can tell me where Tongue Toad is. Oh, Rat in the Pot. Cool. Okay, well, that was worth killing that guy for just that. Alright. Rat in the Pot. What a great name for a fucking place to stay the night at.
I mean, have you seen this place? It all looks like rats.
It is dirty,
Wouldn't
shitty
trust
ass.
the
It is
food.
dirty, shitty
It
ass.
literally looks like they live in big pots that are turned to their sides
It's
and
not
they made
great.
doors out
It's
of
not great. Dirty, shitty ass Aldrin is not great.
Yeah, you would not want to eat the soup there.
Yes,
it.
I
And then
am
you come in
Tongue Toad.
inside and then look how nice it is. Like, it don't make sense.
What? The Fighters
Nothing,
Guild sent you to kill me? No, they sent me to shut your fucking mouth. So, that can take all kinds of forms. What? Why would they want me dead? Well, let's talk about that. Why do they want you dead? What if I were to leave town? Would you not let me go and report that I have fled? Yep, that's good. Go ahead. Thank you, Dorian. I will leave soon. Before I go, I have one last favor to ask. Oh my god. Everybody's got a fucking favor in this game. If everything goes according to my plan, I'll be gone for good. I have no time to let people know I'm leaving, and I can't risk contacting them if I make it to safety. But I don't want them to think I'm dead. Would you let one of my associates on the mainland, oh my god, know what happened? I don't have to, yeah, sure. I am grateful to you, Dorian. Please go to Tane and find Alamon Juspith. Tell him I am retiring. He will understand what that means and will pass the message along to anyone who needs to know. I'm sure he will appreciate you bringing him this news and will reward you accordingly. May Stendar watch over you. So I'm going to Tane. Where is that? It's a little town on the inner sea coast to the south of Sadanine. It used to be a Dunmer fishing village until the Imperial Coast Guard set up shop there to counter smugglers along the inner sea. I believe you can reach it by taking a boat from Ebonheart. Okay, and who is this Alamon? He's an associate of mine, last I heard. He was staying in Tane. Please find him and tell him I'm retiring. He'll pass the message along to anyone who needs to know. Alright, well, okay.
I thought we were going to see Vivek or something.
We're going to Vivek City, and now we are going to the mainland, because that's just how this game rolls sometimes, man.
Isn't Vivek that guy with the two different colors?
The city's named after him.
Yeah, but we're in the city.
Oh.
We're not going to be seeing Vivek for a long-ass time.
Yeah.
Can you go see him as soon as you get to that town, or is he like
If you
away
unlock the
somewhere?
door, sure, but he's not going to
He's
talk to you.
meditating treatises in his palace.
My prices are
He's not
reasonable.
going to talk to you.
How do you unlock the door?
Have an
Cash's
unlock
lock
spell and be
Yeah.
a lock level 100 spell, and
Yeah.
or be able to take the massive shock damage trap on the door.
Yeah.
Which,
There's a scroll called Akasha's Lock Splitter.
Yeah, that'll get you
It's
in.
100.
yeah, that
Imagine
and
getting in
Why
there at
walk
level
when
1
you
and
can
talking
run?
to him before the main quest.
Oh, he
wonder
won't
if he has
talk to you.
anything.
he won't talk to
He
you.
says
won't?
I have nothing to say to you. Yeah, at least default.
Maxon says an
Care to see
example
the
being,
sights?
have you ever seen
Where
that
can I
meme
take
where the
you?
guy is saying, I'm not racist, I have a black friend. And it goes, the black friend in question being Uncle Ruckus.
Oh
Growing
my
up, I went to
god.
school in the ghetto and learned most of my English from speaking with other races, and of course, picked up on the racial slurs they throw at each other jokingly.
Yeah. Can't do that on YouTube, man. Yeah, I feel you.
Jay says, I think a streamer I watch has been swapped out with a clone.
Oh shit.
Maxon, it was the early 2000s, man.
The
Back in the
2000s,
day,
man.
My
joking
prices
was
are
on a whole
reasonable.
another level.
No,
Yeah.
no, I get it. Like I get where you're coming from. It's just that YouTube will skin us for that.
Tars676 says, sheesh.
Sheesh, I think I went to the wrong fucking village. Let's see here.
Game dev cranky.
We make a special trip.
Yeah, I
just
left
for
that
you.
part out.
Same low price.
Well, why are you so cranky? Is it because the game you're working on is giving you trouble?
I am blessed to be at your service.
Take a nap or
God.
something.
That always sucks.
We make a special trip just for
Yeah,
you.
Boondocks
Same
is
low
legendary TV though. I need to watch the Boondocks again.
Oh, I love the Boondocks.
Boondocks
That's my
is
shit,
lit.
man.
We
It's
watched like
legend.
one episode of it, and I was like, I don't understand this, and then I clicked off.
Well, Phil, you're from we know you don't understand. You're from Oklahoma. We get it. You get a pass. You get an Oklahoma pass.
What is this about?
Like, yeah, that is.
Think of Boondocks. When I think of Boondocks, I'm thinking about like some country hick out in the Alabamas or something.
Oh no.
Welcome
Oh
to
no!
the
Well, there's also the
Boondocks.
Boondock Saints, and if you haven't seen that movie, watch that movie.
Yeah.
That's another great.
Where would
movie.
you like to go?
A lot of good projects that are called Boondocks, actually. Because you
What
got
do you
Boondock
want?
Saints too, and Boondock Saints is excellent.
Yeah, doesn't that have Norman Reedus?
Norman
in it?
Reedus.
Yep.
Young Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
Young Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
It's a
So
classic.
yeah, text to speech would be my best alternative because would have to pause before speaking. Maxon said.
I'm listening.
Go ahead, stranger.
Go ahead.
No, we understand.
The stink-
I mean, but if you ever want to come on, like, yeah, you're always welcome.
Yeah,
The
for
stink
sure.
meaner episodes are the funniest ones.
Yeah, I need to. Boondocks is on my rewatch list. JoJo's Part 4 is on my rewatch list. Got a
Did you
lot
ever
of-
see that? I can't remember the guy's name. The old middle-aged black guy who plays or voices Uncle Ruckus. He did a series of videos where he dressed up as Uncle Ruckus.
I saw
and
him. Yeah, I
speaks in
saw him.
character.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Man, that's too good.
Yeah, no, good stuff. Boondocks is amazing.
Yeah.
Put that under shows that absolutely could not be made today.
The guy that played Uncle
Um,
Ruckus in that movie, isn't the guy that played Uncle Ruckus in that show, isn't he the dad from the Friday movie that was on the toilet going, oh my gosh, a special batch? He's spraying
I don't
the
even
farts.
No,
I
I don't
so.
think so. I don't think so. No.
Because isn't the Uncle Ruckus, doesn't he talk like, what you talking about, boy? I'm about to smack you up in the face. I don't know.
No, you're. I don't know what you're thinking of, but that's not Uncle Ruckus.
Name Uncle Ruckus, no relation.
Yeah, Uncle
Oh,
Ruckus.
okay,
He
okay.
is unmistakable.
I think I'm thinking about the other character in the Boondocks, the other one,
Yeah.
the gray hair or something.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's
that's the grandfather.
that's their grandpa. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
grandfather. He was
He's-
the guy from Friday.
Yes,
He's the guy from
yes,
Friday. Because I heard
yes.
he talked like this, boy. I'm about to smack you upside the head.
No,
Yeah,
he's awesome
Yeah.
too. Yeah, but yes, different character.
he's in that Friday movie.
Yes.
with,
Yes.
yes.
I kind of want to watch the third Friday movie too now with the Santa Claus. Like that's fucking awesome too, man. But anyway, yeah, you could file that. That's one you couldn't make today because.
Oh yeah.
And again, it's because people don't understand. Like it's All in the Family, another show. Like, once again, you can't make... Nobody gets that, like, the butt of the joke is Archie Bunker, guys. Like, that's the butt of the joke. And, like, today's society just doesn't seem to understand that you can do that. The first time I really knew that this was going to be on borrowed time was Family Guy had an episode. And that episode actually never aired on TV because it had some certain stuff to it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
But again, Peter is the idiot there. Like, once again, Peter is a fucking moron. That's the joke. What's another good one? Is Blazing Saddles is another good one.
Oh yeah, that's a classic. Yeah, and it had a good message too. It's not like it was trying to be bigoted. You know what I mean?
It's not. Anybody who knows the movie is not racist or bigoted.
It's very progressive. It was very progressive.
100%. But again, people don't understand. In particular,
Yeah.
a lot of people just don't get it anymore because nuance
Americans.
is dead. But those are all things that, and again, I'm a person who will tell you. It's not enough to be neutral. You should be anti-racist. And I can also enjoy those things. Chappelle's Show, things of that nature. These are highly these are ahead of their time comedy gigs. All of them. And
yeah, I can't imagine anybody saw Blazing Saddles and became more racist because of that. You know what I mean? Same with The Office.
Absolutely not. And if you did, you missed the fucking message of the movie.
Yeah, it humanized them. Same with The Office, like Michael Scott. He was
Michael Scott,
another great example. Yeah.
Yes.
Like nobody saw Michael Scott and became more racist.
They said, "Man, that guy, I want to be that guy." No, that guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, but he means well ultimately. You know, so it kind of inspires people.
Yeah, like.
Maxon says yes, looks just like him too.
He does. He fucking does. Yes.
Sahara left.
He was on Malcolm in the Middle and Don't Be a Menace. He played the driving instructor in the movie. I think he's talking about Oncaractus' character.
Oh my god, that's another great fucking movie. Man. It's too much on the rewatch list.
Some of these movies y'all talking about, I've never watched.
You need to.
Know what Blazing Saddles is.
You don't know what Blazing Saddles is?
Oh my god.
I mean, the name sounds familiar.
We're watching. Okay. We're watching Blazing Saddles on Discord.
Movie night.
Holy shit. Oklahoma pass.
You're uncultured, Phil. We need to culture you.
Yes.
Blazing Saddles is a classic.
I'm fucking stunned. Have you seen Spaceballs, Phil?
Yes, friend.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Spaceballs. That's
Ooh, I was just scared there for a second. Okay. We're good. We're good, folks.
Dave
We're good.
Chappelle is the GOAT.
What's the GOAT?
Dave Chappelle is the GOAT.
Dave Chappelle's good stuff, man.
The Charlie Murphy skits.
God, I love Charlie. Have you guys seen the Dave Chappelle Show uncensored? There's like 2 more Charlie Murphy stories. They don't have the skits with them, but it's him telling the stories, and they're fucking awesome. One's called I Want More, and one's called That's My Brother. And they're great stories. Like, Charlie Murphy, you want to talk about someone I would sit down and have a fucking drink with, it would be Charlie Murphy, man. Charlie Murphy would be an interesting cat to just sit down, pour a beer, let him talk. Yeah, where the guy keeps getting his fucking ass beat, like he keeps coming up. Get fucking punched like a bitch. I want more. Get out here. I want more. Like he's like, all right. And he went out and beat the piss out of him again. And he can say, yeah, I want more. Yeah, this guy. How many times he get beat up? What was it, like 5 times in one night? That guy got his beat up. It's a great story.
I haven't watched Chappelle's Show or what was it? Keely and Peel in like forever.
Keel and Peel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen Kay and Peele. Is that good?
Oh, what?
Peele,
That
fucking
is so
hilarious.
funny. It's funny.
I've seen skits
I like-
from Kay and Peele, like
I like-
individual skits.
I like the episode where he keeps pronouncing everybody's
I've
name
seen
wrong.
that.
Oh,
I've
A-
seen
A-Ron,
that
yeah.
one. Like he's
Hey,
pronouncing.
Ron!
He's playing his guitar.
Yeah, he's
And he's singing
pronouncing the
racist
white
songs.
names, like he's pronouncing
Yeah,
the white
yeah, yeah.
names, like white teachers would pronounce
Ron!
black names. Like freaking awesome.
Max and Charlie Murphy skits were the funniest to me, and the blind clan member. Bro, what do
Oh,
they do
Clayton
in
Bigsby,
Oklahoma?
yeah.
Y'all Amish or something?
Oh my gosh. Zoo
Yes,
is
the
making it
uncensored
sound
ones are
worse than
hilarious.
it is.
Oklahoma pass.
So they're not Amish. Better, Zoo, you about to get in trouble.
Sadly, he passed away. Charlie Murphy kept his cancer a
Yeah,
secret
I
from
was about to
everyone.
say, I
I
don't think he's
didn't
alive.
know
Friend,
Charlie
I
Murphy
think Eddie.
passed away. Oh no!
I thought you knew, man.
I did
Habitual
about to
line
say.
stepper.
habitual line stepper. Yeah. Oh damn!
Yeah, I assumed you knew.
No. Wow. Sorry, that hit me. I
Oh no,
really
you're
liked-
good, man.
Damn.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news.
No, that's okay, but man, what a fucking legend, though, man. What a legend.
Yeah.
Brass Claws Mirazanji does not know this fact. What thing do you want from Brass Claws Miranji? I'm looking for, what's his fucking name? Its name is Alaman Jusvith. Ain't nobody gonna tell me where this asshole is.
It's telling me Charlie Murphy passed away in 2017.
Speak quickly.
Oh, quite a bit ago.
Yeah,
Damn.
a little over a decade.
It'd be hard to put together another Chappelle show in that case.
Mm.
Here he is.
Brother, I said I watched Chappelle's show. You ain't listening. I watched Chappelle's show. I didn't watch every episode, but I watched some of it. And I've probably seen an episode of Boondocks. or
Yeah,
something, but I didn't
as long
watch
as you've seen Charlie Murphy True Hollywood Stories, I would say, as long as you've seen that, Player Haters Ball, Black Blind White Supremacist, Racial Draft is pretty good. Long as what's the crackhead's name? Tyrone the crackhead. Like, long as you've seen
On the
that one's
bus,
funny.
yeah.
long as you've seen like the best of, like, just make sure you've at least seen the best of it. Alaman Joseph, a retired gentleman at your service. I don't remember seeing you here before, and I hope I'm not that senile yet that I'd forget you. New in town, eh? So you're retired? Retired from what, you might ask? Oh, well, never mind that. No, I just enjoy a quiet life here in Tane. Hear about Tongue Toad. If what you say is true, and someone wants him dead, that is worrying indeed. And the Fighters Guild was involved as well? Well, it looks like retirement was his only option. Thank you for showing some decency and allowing him to leave, Dorian. And thank you for bringing me this news. Here, you can have this. It's my lucky belt. Maybe you can put it to better use than I do. Oh? I mean, that's okay. That'd be good for the Gaynor fight. So, all right.
Oh yeah, Gaynor.
I think that's all we're doing in this little one-horse town. So let me ask the latest streamers real quick. I don't know you.
Somebody's
What do you want?
gay.
We said Gaynor, and that's horrible. Gay people are all right. Gaynor is not all right. Gaynor sucks.
Yeah, man, Gaynor is a pain in the ass.
Like,
I remember the first time.
is the worst character in this fucking game.
He inspired that Ebony Warrior trope, though, or at least I've always assumed. You know, the mini boss.
It did
and
come
mini boss
after,
and-
yeah. It definitely came
I-
after him.
Yeah.
Never gotten high enough level in Skyrim. My attention
To get the Ebony
tends to
Warrior.
drop off. Yeah.
Well, you can the one in TES4, which I think is also what's it called? The haunted sword that possesses Umbra. Umbra's you can go
Umbra,
fight
yeah.
Umbra on TES
Yeah.
4 at like level 1.
Yeah, I drop her into the spike pit, and then I
Yeah.
let the spikes kill her.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
What? Little John, good one, Max. Yeah, the Little John. When keeping it real goes wrong, another classic group of sketches. Okay. Yeah, that awesome stuff. Gosh, I need to watch some of this stuff again. Every once in a while, we hear rumors about smugglers landing their boats near the lighthouse. I wonder what Old Man Aerthris, the lighthouse keeper, has to say about that. We've stumbled onto yet another quest, guys.
One skit group. What were they called? The kids are all right, or
The kids are all
kids
white.
in the hall.
Oh, kids in the hall.
yeah, the kids in the hall.
Kids
Yeah.
in the hall is awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, I think I watched a couple episodes.
I like
Man,
Kids
it's so
in the hall.
fuzzy.
Yeah, I like Kids in the hall. Should be a fucking lighthouse somewhere around here.
I was gonna say the kids are all right is the Offspring
Forevermore.
song.
Great Offspring song. Fuck, that was my Offspring were my fucking childhood, man.
Mine too. Well, part of it.
Part of it, yeah.
Yeah, you're
I
gonna
listened to
go
a
far,
lot of stuff back then.
kid. Good stuff.
Here's the lighthouse. Okay.
Slipknot, Linkin Park,
Fucking I was obsessed with Slipknot for like a year or so.
Disturbed.
Look at that. There's the Satanine lighthouse right over there, guys. And its sister
Breaking
lighthouse over here.
Benjamin was one for me. Breaking
That
Benjamin.
was definitely one.
Breaking
yeah.
Benjamin.
Halo 2,
I
yeah.
remember Breaking Benjamin. Yeah.
They were in Halo.
Now y'all are making me want to play fucking Rock Band again.
3 Days Grace for a little
Don't
bit.
steal.
Yeah.
Only the Adam Gottner days, not after.
Whatever you want.
Also, Drowning
Within
Pool
reason.
with the original singer. May he
Yeah.
rest
You know
in
what's a
peace.
band that I've gotten back into recently that I friggin' loved when I was in high school?
Who?
Tool.
Let's see. Welcome to the
Oh, I
Lighthouse
love
of
Tool.
Tane,
Tool is
stranger.
good. Tool is.
Tool is
Tool is
very
excellent.
good. So is A Perfect Circle of both those bands, Maynard's bands.
Yeah, amazing.
Welcome to
Lucifer
the,
is kind of weird, but it's good.
welcome to the Lighthouse of Tane, stranger. I'm Erethus, the lighthouse keeper. I don't get visitors very often, so I don't mind if I stay for a while. Say, why don't you have a drink with me? I recently got a shipment of good masta. Is there such a thing as good masta? Death Clock. Yep. Murder and fucking Thunder Horse. Fuck yeah. I know it's been rumored in the village that smugglers have been landing somewhere near my lighthouse. I haven't seen anything. Must be imagining things. And you won't mind if I take a look around then. Thanks for the masta, by the way.
This dude looks like he needs some sleep.
Yeah, he does.
I hate whatever they did to his model is terrible. Looks like he decided to come home from drag queening after a late night and just forgot to wipe the makeup and to take the jewelry off.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez, dude. Gosh.
Brooke Barnes just popped in and says, "Hi, Zoom Philly. Everyone knows that the legend Chuck Norris passed away recently, right?"
Yes, rest in
Old
peace,
dude.
man.
Sweet
Man,
Rest in
dude.
peace.
Another great loss. I was looking the other day. You know, it's been like seven or 8 years since Stan Lee passed away. I can't even believe
we're
it's
losing
been
lots
that
of
long.
legends, man. What
Ozzy passed
Crazy.
away.
in
Ozzy
particular,
Osbourne.
what sucks about Chuck Norris is he's one of the few actual. I think the only real student we have left is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar now. Wow, so this guy's like look at this shit. Wow, man.
Okay.
He's a killer. He's a murderer. Okay.
Damn.
Okay, this guy
That
is a
would
murderer.
explain why his eyes look so crazy. He probably wanted you to drink that so you would drug you up and then tie you down there and kill you.
Well, I guess we'll go back upstairs. I see you found my little gutting room. Oh, don't look so judgmental. A man needs a hobby lest he go utterly insane. And it's not like I was doing anything bad. I was just ridding the good people of Tane of smugglers and vagrants. I was doing our community a service, really. A service they must never learn of, naturally. They wouldn't understand. What happens now?
You inward.
Let's find out together, shall we?
Kill him.
Uh-oh.
Or not.
Wah, 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 wah. Bad mistake, old
What
man.
quest line is this?
Should have said, it's like, I won't tell anybody. You're good
Ooh, he
to
had
go.
Drew boots. Okay, well, that was worth it alone, money-wise. And it looks like he's got a unique knife. Let's take a look at that, baby. Madman's gutting knife. Yeah, that is unique. That is a unique.
1, 2.
Very
Pretty
cool.
weak, but what is
Very
that weird
weak, yeah, just
statue?
unique.
Is that a statue of like a
No,
head?
it's like a slaughterfish's head that's just sitting there, but he's a weird guy.
Can you take that? 'Cause
You
it'd be
can't.
cool to mount that
You
on the
can't,
wall.
or I would, but yeah, you can't. Unfortunately, yeah. He's a weirdo.
Axon,
He's
he
a
got
weird
bored
guy.
of
He's a
living
weirdo.
among mortals and walked to heaven to chill with Jesus. That guy is on Dagoth's list. The crazy guy in the game.
That's crazy. That guy, he's a weirdo. And now he's gone.
Rick Barnes.
I swear there was a crazy lighthouse person in Oblivion. So
Yeah.
did Oblivion just regurgitate that quest? They
Matthew
literally
Bell.
did.
Well, no, because this came
They-
after Oblivion.
Yeah.
Oh,
This was part of the Dominions of. So if anything, it was an Easter egg from. They took it from Oblivion,
Yeah.
if anything.
like,
okay.
Mike the Liar. Mike the Liar is in like every Elder Scrolls game.
Did he start with 3 or was he actually in Daggerfall?
He
and Arena
started.
2?
He started with 3.
Okay.
Started
He
with
wasn't
three,
in
yeah.
2. Played 1 and 2.
Well, that was an interesting enough quest, I guess. I guess we'll head back. But
Rick Barnes been watching Walker Texas Ranger all day.
yeah, that is so sad, man. And again, I think the only real Bruce Lee student we have left, the original student, is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They're all dying fast, man.
Brutal, man.
Accent the Roberto Shiv.
Yeah.
Good day. Do you seek my services?
Back to Ebonheart. That was a fun little couple of side quests, wasn't it? We're just gonna water walk across to Vivek. Why
To
not?
get back to the main quest line, why were you doing all these side quests for?
We decided we needed a break, but I mean, we can go on the main quest line anytime. Oh no! What did I do? That strangely worked out. That was an accident, though.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't end up splinched in 50 fucking pieces. That's good.
Accent the
Oh, you
Roberto
act-
Shiv from Futurama.
Say that again.
Max and the Roberto Shiv from Futurama.
Roberto Shiv, yeah. Yeah, Futurama's another man. The Simpsons, at least The Simpsons seasons 1 through 7, right? Golden Age Simpsons. Well, to be fair, Golden Age Simpsons is like seasons 3 through 6. But man, what an air! What you want to talk about? Nearly perfect television. Like outside of The Sopranos, it's probably Golden Age Simpsons.
King in the Hill.
King of the Hill was good, but
Beavis and Butthead.
good, but not Golden Age Simpsons. Like Golden Age Simpsons was a fucking another level. Twilight Zone, the early Twilight Zone seasons. Another just legendary TV. Sopranos.
Tales of the Crypt? Tales of the Crypt?
Tales from the Crypt, yes. Absolutely.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Absolutely.
I like that much better than the Twilight Zone. I loved the Crypt Keeper when I was a kid.
I like both
thought
of
it was
those.
so
And
cool.
here's the thing that Tales from the Crypt did. That Tales from the Crypt brought real, genuine, just crazy amounts of gore, violence, horror, terror. And because of HBO, it was one of the earliest HBO hits, and because of the budget they had, and because it was on HBO, sky was the fucking limit. They could do whatever they wanted on that show.
Yeah.
There's still nothing
Too
like
bad.
it.
Too bad they never. I'm surprised they never tried to bring it back
It was so good, man.
with the original Crypt Keeper. That would be so cool.
So there's an interview. I forget who did it. I forget the name of the channel. Did an interview, like an hour-long interview with the original Crypt Keeper voice. It was fantastic. I'll get that. I'll post that in Show and Tell if I can find it. It's a great Tales from the Crypt retrospective.
Greetings. May fortune be with you.
You get Tongue Toad to shut his mouth yet? I want that done. Good work, Dorian. Just as long as Tongue Toad keeps his mouth shut. Here's your gold.
Y'all want to go to the main question or what?
Do you guys want to do main quest? I mean, we can do the main quest, but here's the thing, Philly. If we start the main quest now, we are full throttle until it's over, and it's a lot of talking and politicking. That's what you want to do. We can do it, but really, this is our last chance to have a real long break. So I will
continue on because we can't do a long stream anyways tonight, is what you said. So
yeah, I mean we can do side questing. We can do. I was planning on spending the rest of the week side questing before we got back to at least one of the Great House, either the Great House Hortator quests, or we can do one of the Ashlander quests. But at this point, we're really going to be taking our sweet time through this time.
Yeah, the main quest can be a slog, especially towards the end of it.
Yeah.
And for a stream, that is a lot of reading.
Yep, it's up to you guys.
See, here's the thing though that actually would probably make that more enjoyable if we did it. Is that because it's a lot of reading, we could each take turns reading.
I would love that.
For like different characters. So we would want to do it when we're all here, because we may not be able to do it if it's another night when somebody can't show up and be here to help read. So
yeah, it's entirely up to you. We can start. In fact, our first one is as easy as talking to Sol Matul. But that's gonna kickstart. That's gonna kickstart everything.
I'm gonna have to leave here in a few minutes, but definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna be wrapping up here within the next 10 to 30 minutes here because I had a long day. But yeah, it's time to start planning the end game for sure, guys, because we're heading that way as soon as we decide to get off the. And here's the thing: Dorian's story. We don't have to do everything side quest. We are strong enough right now. We can finish the game. We're strong enough. So at this point, I'm just delaying the inevitable, but I will leave that up to the chat and to my guests. Because we can always finish Dorian's story, and I can create a new character. I want to do a wizard next time. So.
Oh yes. Time to break the game.
You're only going to be doing this for the next 10 or 15 minutes, and there's no reason to start it tonight. We can maybe start it the next night.
Yeah, we'll do a few more Fighters Go quests, but you just let me know when you're, because Phil, I get it. Phil's never been through this, but he wants to see what happens.
Yeah, I get it.
And it's good. A lot of people hate the Hortator and the Nerevarine quest. They're some of my favorite parts of the game.
It's a drag.
Like, a lot of people think that. I love the politics of the great houses and the empire. I love
it's epic.
Yes, it's the epic. Yeah, it's the epic part.
I can appreciate
say this game is really for the combat anyways. This is more for the lore and the story. So why would you hate lore and story in a game that's
because he's done it 5, 10, 15, 20 times before probably.
Yeah. It was interesting the first time I went through it. I definitely sat there and read through a lot of that.
Right.
But doing it afterwards, yeah, it's a slog.
Yep, side quests are good. Yeah, side quests are good. Like the lore of it. Let's see. Yeah, we'll keep side questing for now. Yeah. So let's see. What's our next orders? I got a bounty on a Khajiit. Name's Drosakar. Got a bounty on this Khajiit outlaw, Drosakar. He's hiding here in Vivek, in St. Holmes, I think. Let's do it. Let's do him in. By the way, that's like the one legitimate quest this guy gives you, the entire fucking quest line he has. Everything else, you're just being fucking kimono tong muscle.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Huh? That's not fucking right. What just fucking happened? Huh? I'm so confused right now.
Whoa. What was that?
I don't
Speak,
know.
traveler.
You went through one door, loaded out another area completely. What?
I do not
happened?
know what happened there.
What on earth was that?
Somebody's mod messing around with the transitions.
Yeah, we went into a dome. This doesn't have a dome in my game. That's funny as hell. I was like, wait a second, it's really dark in here, and I know it wasn't dark when I entered.
Yeah.
We're going to try to replicate that real quick. Fighters Guild. Foreign Quarter Plaza. There it is. Huh.
I think I could spare a few minutes.
That is bizarre. Okay.
That's what it's supposed to normally look like?
Yeah, normally you're in a plaza. You're in like an enclosed area there. But see, Beautiful Cities of Morrowind uncap some of these.
That is, one of your mods must be freaking out.
No, it's Beautiful Cities of Morrowind. It needs to be reported.
You want
But
something?
let me try the other entrances real quick. So here's Smith. Yeah, it's gonna go to Foreign Quarter Plaza. Yep, they're always gonna load me into like Foreign Quarter Plaza. That's super fucking strange. All right, well, not gonna dwell on it. It's not game breaking, so it's fine.
Weird. Man, I haven't played any games in a while. I need to play something.
You know, I haven't really been playing much either, aside from Helldivers.
I've been like joining Zoo on these streams, so I haven't really played anything.
Yeah, you don't want to. I mean, I love having you, but you got to play video games. We don't have to, I guess.
Yeah, I should do
If it was main quest and yeah, I mean, if I could figure out any co-op games that me and Zoo has, I mean, I'm limited to my game deck. I completely swore off console subscriptions, so I'm not gonna ever play online on consoles again. Baldur's Gate, which one? Baldur's Gate 3? Yeah, we have Baldur's Gate 3.
I gotta figure out some shit on my end. That stupid update that fucking Hasbro put out.
I don't know if Zoo's computer could handle streaming that while playing it at the same time, though.
Good ordinator. Let's see here. Do you know where Drosakar
I mean, it may, but his computer's kind of older. He built his computer to the specs of only playing Morrowind.
That's not true. That is not true. That is not true. I built my. I told them I want to play Morrowind with Tamriel rebuilt, some graphical updates, and OAAB, and Beautiful Cities of Morrowind. So that's how I built my game. My gaming PC.
Which is pretty much what I said.
No, it's not. It's a little bit. It's a little bit more.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't.
And in fact, here's the thing. It's a lot more. It's a lot more because those parts. It would have cost me more to build that PC than it would to just like, okay, what are the current modern parts? Okay, just get that. And so that's what I did. That was back in like 2020, 2019. There's a Khajiit in one of the homes on the south side canal. He looks suspicious. Wow, imagine that. The Dunmer thinks the Khajiit looks suspicious. But in this case, he's right. Drosakar's a piece of shit. So.
Who did you call to get your PC built?
I bought my PC off eBay. And before the chat chastises me, dangerous, I know.
Oh,
I
I
bought
thought
all
you.
the parts and put mine together.
I thought you knew somebody locally to hook you up, Zoo.
No, well, I could have, but I was in a hurry. I wanted to play Morrowind. My other PC had broken. I wanted to play Morrowind again, and this time I really wanted to really go to town with mods, and so I just bought it. But yeah, I mean, this PC can play anything. It can still play most games right now. Like, it absolutely can. It's just it's getting to like the end of what it can do. Right? You don't look like a Drosakar. You look
really
like
glad.
a Drosakar.
I'm really glad I upgraded.
Really hope they announce the price on this GameCube thing, because I mean, I want a PC that can play pretty much, what's out now, and maybe a couple of games coming out soon. I don't need to be top of the line specs. Maybe high to medium settings on most games would be fine with me. But the pricing on everything is ridiculous. The best time to buy a PC was probably a couple of years ago.
I guarantee you that the GameCube is going to probably run you around $1,000, if not close to that.
Well, I mean, if it's how much would a grand's value worth of PC get me? Probably not much of nothing.
No.
Because
I'm just saying it's going to be expensive. A lot of people are expecting it to be like a console where it's like $600, $700. It's not going to be that much.
No. Look, the next Xbox is rumored to be both around $1,000, and this thing comes out at that price, it will technically be console price. Because have you seen that console prices, the mid refreshes, which is ridiculous for a console, they end up being like, isn't one of the Xboxes like $800 right now?
The joke's
like
on them because
Pro?
it's not console prices. It's not been accepted as console prices, and console sales are down across the board because people are not paying this.
They never mentioned that they were going to do.
Yeah, gamers are not paying. They're refusing. A lot of gamers have dropped off, either gone to PC or gone to mobile, because they're not going to pay.
I don't know how you go to PC when the prices are so ridiculous.
That Khajiit just got fucked up.
Because you might as well.
How you going to P?
Because you might as well if you're going to have to pay it on consoles anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if this GameCube is going to cost around the same price as like the next Xbox, but it could be, hopefully it'd be better than spec-wise than the Xbox. We'll see. If it is, then hey.
I mean, here's the thing: like, if you get the GameCube, you're going to be able to play everything anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're going to be able to use it.
And it's going to be streamlined.
I'm guessing they're building that thing to be future-proof, probably for the next at least 5 years.
It's about as future-proof as they were planning for the Steam Deck.
Yep.
Which it's about a few years. Plus, I was going to say that thing, SteamOS, you can run any application you want on it too.
Yes.
Like any Linux application.
I gave you the contract on that Khajiit, Drosakar. He dead yet? Yes, he's dead. I heard you got the Khajiit. Here's 500 septum bounty. Have we advanced yet? Nope, still not. Holy shit, dude. Server Indulver says that Lariel Stwiney and Aldrune owes him 2,000 septums. Get Lariel's debt money and bring it back to me. You get to keep half of it yourself.
Like this guy. Is there a better person we can do fighter deals with?
Yeah, I knew this guy was going to rub Phil the wrong way. Phil's like,
why do we have to do it through him? He's such a jerk. And his quests are boring! What happened to actual story quests for a fighter's guild? He suck, dude. You suck and they suck.
Okay, Phil is ready to get out of Fighters Guild and go back.
I'm about to cut off his man arm titties. It looks like he could use a shave on those things anyways.
Brutal.
Look, I'm a fat man. I got my own moobs. That's what I call them,
moobs.
But those guys are putting mine to shame. Okay?
Did you say moobs?
Moobs, yes. Man boobs. Moobs.
That's fucking awesome.
Like, he's putting mine to shame, chat. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I have a little bit of some of them, but I don't have that, though.
Yeah.
I don't have this weird quad thing with the cross-armed opposites going on.
I melted mine own.
Phil Skyrim's side is surfacing. You darn right, Max, and it is. This guy, like, come on. Even like Morrowind standards, his quests suck.
What?
They feel like Skyrim quests. They are so boring and so fetch questy that it's like, I mean, yeah, it's easy gold. It really is. You don't even have to leave this town. And if I was going to do quests to get gold in the beginning, I guess I'd do this guy's quest. But the whole time, the urge to stab him with my sword is higher than the gold he pays.
It is kind of wild how Bethesda's design hasn't really evolved over the years.
No, it hasn't.
Like their
Not
quest,
at all.
their quest design in Skyrim is the same as it was in Morrowind. Like the decision making and everything. Like it's all linear. You all get yes or no answers.
Quests never change.
You rarely get the option.
That's why when you find out which are the good quests after when you're a fresh face Elder Scroll person, you don't know any better. But once you figure out the good quest lines, you ignore all that other bullcrap, especially in Oblivion, because you can literally go anywhere because the level scaling. And then you just bum rush to the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood. You just say, forget everything else. I'm going to the Shivering Isle.
Yeah, what the fuck's a roleplay, right?
That's always bothered me about the Elder Scrolls. It's just like all the quests are linear, and you don't have the decision-making options that you usually do in other CRPGs.
Oh yeah, like it's not the same level as even KOTOR or Mass Effect. Like you just don't have options.
You could pull it off with the dialogue system. You could do whole friggin' skill checks and other shit within Morrowind's dialogue system.
Let's see, money.
It's possible.
Let's see here. Where do I?
And you're right, because what Zoo is technically doing now is what he was doing in the beginning of the game when we started, going to chase down people for money. That was in the Mage's Guild, but at least that character she had more personality to her. This guy's like, go get me money, kill this guy. And I'm like, okay.
It is almost, I want to say, universally accepted amongst the community that Oblivion had the better faction quests.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just because it just had more going on in it, yeah.
The storylines were
quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Great storylines.
And then it dropped off again in Skyrim.
Yeah. I don't remember a single good Skyrim quest line to save my life. Like, I don't remember any of them. Period. I'm sure there might have been some somewhere, but I don't remember.
Dark Brotherhood and Thieves Guild were pretty good. I despise the College of Winterhold, and I really didn't care for their.
Oh my god!
Just see the site.
Yeah,
Where can I take
Skyrim.
My thing with with the factions in those newer games is like they're so easy to get into, and there's no requirement.
There's
no skill checks or attribute checks to rank up. Like in Morrowind, you needed to boost your certain skills up to.
Here's the other thing too, guys. To an extent, I like this kind of questing. Because again, like, not everything has to be fucking epic, right? Like, some things are just a job. Fighters Guild is a job. It's a whole ass job.
It's immersive like a job, yeah.
Yeah. These are jobs. These aren't. There's not. Are there epic stuff within some quest lines? Yeah. But for the most part, these are jobs. These are jobs to get your skills and leveled up for the main quest. Which is funny because what Phil's asking, and it's a good question, which is like, we're already the chosen hero. Look at us. Fucking look at us. Why are we going and shaking a woman down for 2,000 drakes?
I know. That's why I'm like, in the beginning of the game, it's acceptable. Now it's just stupid.
Well, our hero is
kind
of
feels
putting
like this is beneath us.
Well, our hero is putting his destiny off a little bit. Dorian's
I know he's got like $55,000. He don't even need to worry about 500 gold.
Yeah.
500 gold. He farts that when he eats like a.
But this is what
I just find it
farts
funny.
that.
I just
Quite a
find it funny
scuttle.
that a thief in Skyrim can join the Mages Guild and become the Archmage with
Yes.
like no effort.
Yes.
Yeah. It makes it more replayable when you can't do every quest line on one character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like if you join certain
Of
factions,
course.
like
What
you
may I
shouldn't
do
be
for
able
you?
to join other ones.
Oh, that's how
I
it is
think
in
it would make
Morrowind.
it better for
Yeah.
role playing. Like, why should you be able to join Imperial Legion and then you're a part of the Dark Brotherhood? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, why should you be able to join the Majors Guild if you're Fighters Guild? Like, you're a fighter. Why would you be interested in magic?
You got the
Nice.
debt money from Laurel Stween? Looks like it's all here. Good work, Dorian. Here, you keep half. We're now the Protector, so we just went up in rank. What's our next orders?
Well,
I have a bounty contract worth 500 gold for Adreria Vandacia. I have a bounty contract for 500 septims for Adreria Vandacia. She's at one of the Census and Exus office buildings in Saint Denis. There might be guards around, so watch out. Really, dude?
You have great
my
understanding.
answer to you about that,
Welcome.
Phil, is Spellblades.
You take care of Adreria Vandacia yet? That needs to be taken care of immediately. Did you get rid of her? No, I do not see any reason. We're not doing that. By the way, that's a tax collector, Phil. That's a fucking tax collector. No, we're not doing that. What? If you refuse to follow orders, then I don't have time for you. Get out of my way.
Oh.
All right, I told Larumble Groglock I would not kill Adreria Vandacia. He was disappointed and told me not to come back. I should expect no further orders for him. I don't have time to waste on someone like you. Yeah, no, we're not doing it. All right.
Nothing of value was lost.
Is she an important character?
No, but she's a tax collector and she doesn't deserve to die at all. And then if you kill her, the next guy he sends you after is a fucking judge. Is the fucking magistrate of Vardenfell.
Talk is free. What do you want?
So what does his quest line end
What's
up
your
leading
story?
to? Like, what
That's
happened?
it. You kill those two people and he's done with you. 500 gold and another 1,000 gold when you kill Rufinus Aurelius. So we're done with that guy. You got your wish, Phil, because I'm not killing a tax collector. That's not something Dorian would do. Like, I met her a long time ago back in Saint Denis, and she's a fucking tax collector. No.
Maxon, he's bi, so same applies to a female playthrough. We talking about the Uncle Kirio?
Yeah, crosses
Yeah,
Curio.
Kirio does not care what the fuck you are. He doesn't care.
Says, I'll admit it without shame, I like the Dragonborn DLC, even the rematch with Karstag.
Would you guys like to see me play Skyrim eventually? Moscow is trying to talk me into a Skyrim.
Oh yeah, I
play.
thought that.
Oh.
If you want to,
That'd be great.
dude.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that itch, to be fair.
Only if I get the pilot. Only if we get to do some cool mods, and I get the pilot see to where we get to go.
Sure. That might be a fun way to play.
Cool.
Sure.
Good, because we're going to the Dark Brotherhood, baby.
I will say, compared to Morrowind, Morrowind just has a lot more that I can do in the game.
Right.
And Skyrim is just kind of, it gets to a point in the game where I just get burnt out, and then I just can't play it
Yeah,
anymore.
that's why I say, like, it's Skyrim. I feel like some of the Bethesda games would be, their games would be better if you weren't a jack of all trades. Like, if you had to, like certain quest lines got locked out because you chose this path. And it would add to the replay value because then you really have to think about what you're doing.
I feel
like, why should I get to join all the guilds and become so OP that it's like, what's the point? You know, it's like, and I know you can roleplay where you choose what you do and ignore other things, but most people when they play, unless they're really deep in the lore, they're not going to do that. So if you
not Skyrim players, no. Not Skyrim.
Where you have like a choice, like you really make it to where they have to choose, then I think it helps the game. It's like, ooh, I can replay it again. Now I can join the fighters.
Well, who are you kidding, Phil? You're gonna be a stealth archer.
I do
what everybody does at the end of that.
I do what I call light role playing. Like I make the character, and the character does certain things, and they will interact with NPCs in a certain way, but I'm still playing it like it's a game.
Right. Alrighty, well, I think that's gonna do it. As soon as we wrap up this little discussion, I'm getting tired. What a day it's been, but we'll definitely be back at this tomorrow. I think people are ready to move on to the epicness, though. I don't think people want to go shake old ladies down for money anymore.
That'll be fine with me.
So. Yeah, I'm ready for some main content.
Okay, well, we will get back to. Okay, so Dorian, here's the great thing about the deep role play. That fits. Dorian's like, I don't want to be the hero. I'm gonna go back to what I know how to do, and that is to be a mercenary. And then he went back to it, and it's fucking boring now. After killing vampires and corpus beasts and sixth house cultists. Daedra.
You could even make the opening as like, I helped this orc in the missions that he had me doing remind me of chores that I did in the past. And if I'm supposed to be the Niverine, I can't shake down tax collectors, kill people because he wants me to. Forget this. I'm gonna go with my.
I'm gonna go fulfill my fucking.
And then he drank the Kool-Aid and decided to go back.
It's like, I went back to civilization. It's time to go back to Sol Batul and embrace my destiny. This sucks. Like, also, we're not getting paid nothing compared to what we were doing being the Nerevarine. We're getting paid. We made 55 G's being the Nerevarine for just a few days. Like, being the Nerevarine pays. All right, well, let's get us caught up in chat. I'll do that. Dragon Ball DLC was great in my opinion, but Dawn Guard was cheeks. And I was just telling Phil the easy money is House Alalu and to just gyrate for Papa Kirio. Not me, I'm a heavy bulwark warrior. I tend to play warrior characters. That's why I want to get out of my comfort zone and play a wizard next time. Which of course is, of course, fucking Poison Song comes out. And I'm going to not be a Crusader. I'm basically the Crusader this time. Under a different name. And then when Poison Song comes out and I can finally be a Temple Ordinator, I'm going to be a Telvanni Wizard. Yeah, it figures. That's just how I do things. Always the hard way with Zoo. So
You could be a Spellblade if you want to mix the two.
I want to be a Pure Wizard.
Nightblade, yeah.
Alright.
Pure Wizard. I haven't done that in literally over a decade. And it's fun.
Go for it.
I'm going to be a conniving, power-hungry wizard.
Altmer Atronach?
Either Altmer Atronach or Breton Apprentice. I'm not sure. I love.
Oh, yeah.
Breton Atronach on my end.
Breton Atronach
Imperial
can be good.
Monk is also fun.
I like Apprentice because I still like to rest and get my magic back, and the Apprentice it's still a really sizable boost, and it cancels out his. He's not weak to Magicka. Like with an Altmer Atronach for sure, because you'll have so much Magicka that you won't know what to fucking do with it, and it really helps his weaknesses.
Get straight to crafting restore Magicka potions.
Yes.
Yeah, you combine Altmer Atronach with that what was it, the Mantle of Woe in Rimhole Cave and Solstein, man. It's like infinite. It's like a machine gun belt.
You can also turn your ancestor ghost into a fucking battery.
Yeah, that too, yeah.
I literally, when I played my last wizard, that summon, I made my own summon ancestral ghost. I literally named the spell Mana Battery. And I would just summon that ghost. I would punch him once in the fucking face. And then he would start going ape shit on me, casting spells. And he would just restore me. And the damage he does isn't shit.
Yeah, I think certain creatures, if I remember correctly, or maybe just playing on my roommate's computer because he had TR, that certain creatures, their magical attacks or their elemental attacks would count as magicka, and you could absorb that. If I remember correctly.
Cool. All right, well, take care, guys. It's been a good one.
Right.
Thanks, everybody, for coming out again. I'm sure we'll be back at it tomorrow, even though it's supposed to be my day off, because I am fucking obsessed. And the look of shame from my parents and my girlfriend and everybody else in my life as I log into Morrowind again is just, it is what it is right now. So
Well, good to see you guys.
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
All right, Phil, you have convinced me.